cut you off midstream. Sorry about that.
Yep. Happy New Year's Eve.
Yeah, yes, indeed. Happy New Year's Eve. So yesterday it was Happy New Year's Eve.
It was what?
It was. We went out to dinner with friends last night, and it was Happy New Year's Eve.
Oh, Evie.
It was right.
Eve.
Excuse the hell out of everybody. Christine, hello. Jody, how are you? Prodigal, hey.
You Prodigal?
Yeah. I'm guessing it's already like New Year's Day there in the UK.
England right now, it's what?
Not quite yet. A couple hours.
It's 9:31 there in the UK.
I saw Sarah go by. Mike, yeah, I'd love to have you up here if you want to. I'll put the link in the chat.
Yes, get up here, Mike.
There we go.
Little Jody.
There you are, bud. And who else did I see? RY Keeping Fish. I don't think I know who you are.
Sarah Steady Notice here.
Yeah, that's right, Sarah. Yeah. Welcome. And I did say hi, Jody, I hope.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she became a member to your channel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Jody, thank you. Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
Really cool. Really appreciate it. So I got to keep an eye on the tray down there in case Mike pops in. So
yeah. You know what? That just happened to me sometimes. They would be down there and they were waiting for, who was it? It was Latoya from Lake to Land.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
But it was on the Restream one because I was using the Restream platform, right. And it's a little teeny guy up in the upper right hand corner. You can barely see it.
Right.
It's you see a little number.
Happy New Year, Jody. Thank you. Yeah.
Happy New Year's. Nice.
Wow, that is so kind. I cannot tell you how grateful I am. Wow.
That's so nice.
Nathan, hey, welcome. And Night Owl.
Oh, hello.
Audra, hello. Branton, how you doing? Dave's not here, so it's
I'm wondering, am I seeing the same thing that you're seeing?
I'm in the YouTube chat, and they're coming along at a slightly different clip than
Oh wow, they are.
Yeah. So
right now, my bottom. Oh, there's. I see Audra now. Hello, Audra. Hello, everyone.
So Prodigal, you got 2.5 hours to go before. I don't know what that. I was going to say the ball drops, but that's Times Square, so that's
And did you say the Branton's in here?
I saw his name go by.
Hey, Branton. Hello. Yeah, it's weird. How can you watch? Oh, you're watching on a different screen, right? Because I'm still on
I've got two monitors. Yeah. So I've got YouTube. I've got YouTube up on one monitor and then StreamYard on the other. So.
Oh, that's a great setup. I just got the laptop, the one screen.
Right. I did that. I like, it's part of my what do you call that? A backstory. I like to trade stocks and options, so I like having the two monitors, one for charts, one for doing other stuff. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Keeps
very cool. I'm gonna have to learn that from you. And
yeah. There you are. What's up, Michael?
What's going on?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. Westminster Bridge with his mother tonight watching the fireworks. How cool is that? You'll be I'm usually in bed by midnight too. Prodigal saying
we won't be tonight.
Remember how to do this.
I'll be
there. Yeah.
We won't be tonight. We got that stream tonight.
Yeah, dude. We did a stream on Jeff's channel a couple nights ago with we lost him with he'll be back. Right with David, and we were at it till 11:30 my time, or 10:30 my time, and then
the long one we
stayed on talking for another couple hours or another hour anyway. So
yeah, we did. I remember that.
Yeah. And I'm thinking David had to get up and go to work.
He might have. He can pretty much make his own hours. I'm not sure exactly.
Cool, yeah.
But yeah, I know that he's burning the candle at both ends. I can tell you that.
Yeah. Well, he's still a kid. What the hell?
Yeah. Youngin, just like Mike Youngins. He says, Well,
yeah. I'm just a better behaved 13-year-old. I keep reminding everybody of that because nobody believes me.
Yep. Same here.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get any older than that either. It's too much. It's too much fun right now.
It's all up here. It's all a mindset.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I really do believe that too.
Yeah.
When they say you're as young as you feel, hey, if
Yeah.
you're enjoying your life and doing stuff, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
if that's the case, I'm like 95.
Oh, well, hopefully that'll change for you, Mike. You know?
I don't think it's going to, Jeff.
No.
That's unfortunate. I wish the best for you, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And we met some friends for dinner last night in Riverside. We live in Palm Desert here, so it's about halfway between here and LA County where they live. About an hour and 15 from here. And it's this historical place. It's called the Mission Inn. And it's this beautiful old historical building. And they got, I think, 3 or 4 restaurants in it.
I think I've heard of that place.
It's a classic. It is well known. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you heard of it. And then there's north and south through there on this walking mall with shops on both sides. They do this thing called Festival of Lights every year. And so we did that this year, walked all the way down to one end and back, you know, and we went last year with Kathy Spokes, and there were all kinds of vendor booths set up and all kinds of stuff. This time it just wasn't the same. There was just a lot of people and a lot of really loud music, people, you know, in front of a drum set with all that synthesizer stuff, or one guy on a guitar, just like.
It's too loud, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll do that again. Say it again, Michael.
That sort of knows how to play.
Well, maybe he does, but you know, it's like it just not what I wanted to hear, and it just wasn't. You know, I don't think it was conducive to the environment. So
right,
but that's just my 2 cents, you know. So for what that's worth, 2 cents. So I was telling Jeff before we started, I bought I don't know, kind of run it back to fish once in a while because it is about fish. And I changed the name of this thing, and this was David's idea. Call it Garage Talk.
Yep.
So,
I like it.
Yeah.
It
so
fits you.
Garage Aquatics, yeah. So
Overhauls, hello. Candy's
hey, Candy.
and Patty's Aquatics. Hey, Patty.
Oh, Patty, no kidding. Hey, Happy New Year. Yeah. But I bought from a local PetSmart. Was it
Black Mollies
and Black Mollies? And the Black Mollies, I was telling Jeff, have been nothing but trouble. Let me see if I can figure out how to, make Candy in the moderator thing there. They started out with the shimmies, and that kind of passed, but now one's kind of puffy, and it's kind of silvery around its belly and sides, and I'm not sure if it's velvet or what is
it.
It
really fat? Because if it's a female and if she's pregnant, if she's really fat, you know, underneath the scales will Oh, we lost Mike again.
Yeah.
It'll look a little bit silvery if they get.
Okay, maybe that's what it is. Because I was thinking, I said, what did I say? Columnaris? Is that what it's called? Hey, Audra, thank you so much.
Yes.
That's really kind. I appreciate it. And we lost Mike again.
Oh,
so
come on back, Mike.
Hey.
Where did he go?
Oh, he'll be back.
It's good to see Patty. I haven't seen Patty in a while. I got to get over this. You know, I've been so dang busy. I haven't made it to his channel in a while. And hey, there's Branton. I see him now. I got a notification, and I was gifted memberships.
And Gabriel.
Oh,
and
Gabriel.
Coro, no kidding. Cool.
Nice.
Well, yeah, I can't thank you guys enough. That's very cool. But so maybe that's what it is. But I was thinking, you know, it's like, what's the other one? Columnaris? If they don't, geez, you know, they're still in a 5-gallon tank all by themselves. So if it is a disease, it can't spread unless it can actually hop out of the tank, walk across the garage floor, and end up in another tank. But really careful not to stick anything in that tank. And if I do, all right, Mike, I'm glad you're here.
Okay.
And yeah, I put a link. There is a link already in. If anybody would like to come in, let me know, and I'll drop the link in the chat again. So if anything goes in that tank, comes back out, goes in the laundry room sink, and I use the what do they call it? Clorox countertop and kitchen spray, something like that. Mm-hmm. It got real popular when the world ended there. You couldn't find it anywhere. But it's essentially a bleach spray. So I bleach everything down, and let it sit for a while. And, and there's a sponge filter in there. And when that tank comes apart, I will scrub it out and then fill it with water and regular household bleach, sponge filter and everything go in there and just sit for, overnight, and then rinse it all back out. And I rinse it clean so I can't really smell the bleach in the sponge filter anymore. And even if there was still a little, when I put the dechlor or whatever it is, I use the API tap water conditioner. That would take care of any, because there's bleach in the water we drink. I mean, the chlorine in the water we drink and the chloramines.
Yes.
I don't know why they put chloramines in it, because from what I understand, those are not good for you. So I don't know what it's supposed to treat. If anybody else does.
Maybe it's a safeguard for our drinking water to keep certain stuff out. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe if Stephen P was here, he'd know.
He would know. He knows his water chemistry. I know that.
Yeah. Hey, there's David. David, you want in?
Hey, David, come on up.
I gave you the link in your messenger. I don't know if you saw it or not, but there it is. But that's cool. That so.
I will take my time thinking up a nickname for you.
Yeah. Looks like he's got what kind of a beret now, kind of like a Harley, Harley beret or something like that.
Who's that?
Mike,
Brian?
Mike was, yeah, looked like, yeah. So cool. But yeah, it'd be cool to get that sorted out. I bought the mollies. Kind of Jeff was suggesting that mollies eat green hair algae. And so I even took some wads of green hair algae out of my kitchen tank. My wife's working on food. All right, no worries, David. If anybody else wants to pop in, there's the link. And I threw wads of that in, and they didn't look like they were the least bit interested. So I just let it go.
Well, we have to ask David, what kind of food now, David? You did it. You did it again. What kind of food?
Yes. Can you be more descriptive?
Yes.
That's right. And I think seems to me the other night when we were streaming, David said they got family coming for a few days. So they got family there now, maybe?
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey there, Sal.
Oh, hello, Sal.
How you doing, my friend? Happy New Year.
Yeah, very much so. Happy New Year. Yeah. There we are. So anyway, like that. But the at the same time, I got those peacock gudgeons, and they're just doing fine. Same batch. So I don't know if you know, but PetSmart, they've got a sump in the back, from what I understand, that all the tanks are linked to, and they treat that when they get I don't know, once a week when they get their shipment. But
I think they might be a weak strain you got, possibly.
It's possible.
I said
that's also assuming they actually treated, and then and they got kids, running the show that I don't know how efficient they are, how knowledgeable they are, how just into doing their job that they are. Not really sure.
I'm lucky at my PetSmart. The woman that runs that back there, she knows her stuff, and I'm
nice. Yeah,
going there, and I can say, because I didn't have, my eyes aren't that great. I can see the screen, I can see everything here pretty good.
Sure.
But I couldn't see. She got me a pair of the Sunburst platies because I couldn't see. I seen the gonoponiums are so small on them. You just gotta.
Yeah.
So she did that for me.
Right.
It's really nice though.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've got two different PetSmarts. One is they tend to have less of a selection, and they are more deficient in service than the other one. And so when I go to the other one, they won't order fish for you. No, we can't do that. And I'm sure they could if they wanted to, but I don't know. They choose not to. So I was motioning at our front door. Hang on. Oh, it's my wife out there on a ladder. I hope she didn't kill herself.
Oh, she needs help. Whoops, there goes my camera just popped off.
Oh, yeah, she's changing we have lights going over the front door, icicle lights, and I think she's pulling out the colored ones and putting in the white ones.
Oh,
because,
okay.
Yeah, our next door neighbor came over yesterday and asked us, so when are you guys taking your lights down? Because I'll take mine down when you take yours down. And I go, we're just waiting for the letter from the HOA, because usually about, I don't know, sometime in April, you guys have to take your stuff down. So what's that say?
Sal's making a quick cafe. Cheers. Do PetSmart and the big shops insist on getting all your contact details before they sell you anything?
No, not at all.
Either.
Yeah, in fact, they'll ask once in a while, what size aquarium do you have? Like they know what, well, that's really too small for these fish or what. It's like, seriously?
Well, I remember Petco, they asked for my phone number, so they called me when they came in. They did that.
Well, that's different. I mean, if you're putting an order in or something like that, I would like that.
Yeah.
But in fact, I was going to go to Petco today. I saw a Facebook post today about, somebody having bad luck with their fish at Petco. And I haven't had really good luck with the local Petco. And I was going to get, the other night on our stream, we were looking at Corey's again. And they had those albino stir-bys at supposedly the local Petco. And I was going to go see if they still had them and get 5 or 6. They're expensive. They're $30 a pop.
At Petco?
Yeah.
They were less than the albinos. We've seen some albino stir-bys. How much were they? I don't know if David's still watching. I think it was like $15.
Yeah, but were they in stock?
I don't know. I don't remember.
You remember how much of all the stuff we saw online that was out of stock?
Yeah, a lot was.
Yeah.
All the cool stuff. Well, most of the cool stuff. They had some good stuff.
Yeah, that's true. And there's still those. I want to get those. What are they called? Scleromystac barbatus from. And the best price was Aqua Imports, and I think they're in Boulder, Colorado. And but I'm on their wish list, so I don't know. I'm guessing.
Alan's here to see you.
I'm guessing they're imports.
Oh, yeah.
Not, what did Prodigal say here? PetSmart, Pets at Home, demand it in the UK before. Really? Why is that? Why would they care? I mean, I can understand that, I suppose, if you're using a credit card or something. Oh. But even then, it's like none of their business,
Yeah, I don't give them the credit card. I just if I order something through one of those places, I just say,
yeah.
And same with the LFS. I mean, they'll order stuff for me, but it's always astronomically priced. But
yeah. What's the animal? God, can't think of it now. Blank. Like the Animal Protection Society.
Now I can't think. Animal.
Just the brain cells just did this. The 2 brain cells. So yeah. Oh my God. So I was thinking the royal version of that. I wonder if they mandate that from the big box stores. Where you have to. They want to know where the fish are going. They want to know where a $3 guppy's going. So
yeah, they have some strict shipping. Also, they have they can't ship anything that has a vertebrae.
Yeah, that is the ASPCA. So they probably got a royal ASPCA, the RASPCA in the UK. That maybe I don't know. I'm just pulling that out of the air. But green.
You got to get a special license to ship fish or something, from what I was told from some friends. Invertebrates are okay to go through the post.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. They do shrimp. I know for a fact that some fish make it through the post over there. I've heard it, but I'm not mentioning any names.
No, nor should you. Yeah.
But they get fish. They send fish back and forth.
Right.
Hey, Alan, congratulations.
Hi, Alan. What are we congratulating Alan for? It's already.
He was on a quest to hit 900 before New Year, so we got 900.
Did he make it?
He made it last night on the stream.
No, cool, because it is tomorrow there today.
He started out at 9.
Yeah.
9 or 896, and he got him to 904 last night.
Yeah.
Great, Alan. That's good.
Yeah, the RSPCA. There we go.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, that's it. Yes.
But okay, so it's not to do with them. Got it.
So ours is the ASPCA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I would be inclined to ask them why. We need your name and phone number. Why? It's a fish.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
I know there's a lot of restrictions in Australia about what can be. I guess you can't own koi in most of Eastern Australia.
That's what I heard. That's what Craig was saying.
Is that in the very southern province?
I know they can have them in Perth. That's where they can have them in Perth, I heard.
Oh, that's on the far west. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, and a lot of fish aren't acceptable for the trade, and a lot of snails, and I understand plants too, because people are irresponsible. Next thing you know, they just dump them in the wild. There's a guy that I watch periodically, Australian Biotopes. His name's Jason, and he did one where he and a buddy went to this. It was like a stormwater runoff, concreted, and then it just drops into a native stream. And there's a road right there, and it looks like there's, industrials not too far down the road, and this concrete runoff thing, it's covered, and I think they were mystery snails. They're people, release a couple. Next thing you know, you got a billion, huh? So go ahead.
Can you hear me, Ron?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Something happened to my.
Yes.
Speaker. I don't hear anything. I'm going to jump out and come back in.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay. What's up, Melvin? And whoever else I'm missing, and I apologize for that. There we go. Sarah, I just put you on the moderator list too, so you should get a little wrench anytime next time you say anything. So yeah. Happy New Year. If I haven't said it to you already, because you just got here, Happy New Year. I know the other side of the date line, New Zealand, Australia, they're already there. So plans for staying up late. I don't know if I'll be up past midnight tonight. I don't know, just getting too old for that. So I was up till 1:30 the other day after Jeff's stream, 1:30 our time, Pacific. And the next day I'm just shot. I don't know, just getting too old for that. So that should be fun. So I don't know. Kathy's got plans. She went to the grocery store and came back with a whole big box full of crackers, poppers. So I don't know. We'll see. Looks like we lost Jeff for a while too. So we're trying to keep it to fish. I don't know how he pulls it off. He's usually in his fish room where he's around his tanks, and there we go. Now I got you, Sarah. Yeah. So he can show you what's going on with the tanks. So all that's out in the garage here. There he's back. Let's see if.
Yeah, it's fixed now.
Good.
Apparently,
was that your laptop or what?
It's my laptop, and I've been having trouble with the it's called an e-meet camera. It's when you plug into the USB here.
Yeah.
And
that's what mine is.
I'm seeing myself as being really choppy right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like there's a little bit of, yeah,
I'm gonna make sure this is gonna work. I'm gonna go back I'm gonna switch cameras, and then I'm gonna come back to this one and see if it makes any difference.
All right. Hello, Linda Worth. How are you?
Yeah, that's better. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
There we go. Hey, Linda.
Yeah, I've got a couple that when the world ended, you couldn't get. We had laptops, and we were using those for these meetings that we were going to, and the laptops had their little camera, on the lid, and they were, not real expensive Dell laptops, and the cameras were garbage. So because of what was going on, you couldn't find webcams to save your backside. Linda, what's going on here? I'm clicking on making people moderators, and they're coming up and not being. I think took me a couple tries to get Sarah as a moderator.
Now I typed in Melvin, and it says I am Melvin ODE. I don't know if something's going on with my laptop, but I did not put anything.
I'm Melvin Aid.
I'm Melvin Aid. Melvin Aid. I don't know how that got on there.
All right, Linda, now you're a moderator. Okay, cool. So yeah, so I ended up finally, I bought this, one of those, oh God, now I can't tell you what it's called. They're the webcam. And it's one of the, they're good quality one. Came from, the other side of the Pacific. And they sent me a little envelope with a letter in it that says it's being delayed, and they counted that as shipped.
Oh.
And so it's like, oh no, it's been shipped. No, it hasn't. Here's what I got. So it's finally, I just, I reached out to my credit card company and got my money back because they didn't want to deal with it. They were just, it was scamming people. So you really got to watch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I know a lot of you know I sell stuff on eBay and I spend a lot of time on YouTube. And between the two, I watch a lot of videos on YouTube about scammers on eBay that you got to look out for. So, and so far, I haven't hit any. I think I screwed one up a couple days ago. I shipped some guppy grass to somebody in Illinois, and I sell, like one portion. It's a full cup for, I think it's $12.95 plus, and it's free shipping. And then if you buy two, I'll put a third one in for free and ship that, and I pay for shipping. And this person sent me a message back yesterday that I only got one. And I'm thinking, it's possible because I felt like I was just having an off day the other day. And I might have just shipped her. I don't have any Epistos, Mike.
You got Crebensis.
Yeah, I got Crebensis. Yeah. But and that, yes. So I sent her 2 more guppy grass today. But yeah, if something comes up with me, I'm on it. I'm not gonna. Scammers should be taken out. And
I was almost scammed on eBay. I bought a pair of Pistos. Just now that Mike reminded me,
right?
A pair of triple reds, and I paid the money.
Yep.
And I waited, and it was like a couple of weeks went by, and I was like, I'm just going to be cool about it. Then no contact.
Yeah.
And then then I contacted eBay and put in
right.
And they got my money back somehow.
Right.
So it's I kind of like that because they'll protect you. I mean, if
eBay does, and also if I always go through PayPal when I do eBay because PayPal offers a level of protection that's really you can't beat.
Absolutely.
Sarah, here, like on Jeff's auctions, I sell there, and I also sell on eBay, and it's I think it's RONLAFON. Just it's my last name's LaFond with a D at the end, but I think it's just RONLAFON, and so yeah, the cribs really are great fun. I've been watching Chris Stubbs' channel, and he's got those cribs that have spawned for him. And it's just fun to watch, a whole school of these things being shepherded around by their parents. And his are the species looking ones. I've got I've got albinos, and the albinos put out species looking cribs. So I've got both species and albino.
Yeah, they got the albino gene. That's good, though. You can get a variety of both. But if you breed an albino with an albino, you'll get just albinos.
Right.
That's what I've been. Are you saying you bred 2 albinos and you got both?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that Bob and Carol.
My goodness.
Bob and Carol.
I would have thought there would have been just pure albinos with them.
Yeah. And so I sent you albinos, and I sent Jose the species.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love the albinos. I just love them when they get that purple spot on the stomach.
Oh yeah, yeah, and the males get that too.
Yeah,
yeah.
Not as pronounced. They do get it.
No, yeah, and the species are bigger than the albinos that I have right now. The juveniles.
Oh, wow.
The species have way outgrown the juveniles.
Small time, Joe.
Say it again, please.
Trying
to find I saw Sarah's comment. I'm trying to find my
oh yeah.
My
LAFON.
Yeah, RONLAFON.
Is it D on the end of it for your last?
No.
Oh,
There is on the end of my name, but not on the end of my
Ron
eBay.
Lapon.
Because once upon a time, there you go. Years and years and years ago. I mean, I've had that eBay account for a lot of years now. And I think my first email address was, and I'm not sure, RONLAFON, if it was character dependent, number of characters, on Flashnet. This goes way back. So it was Ron Lafon at flashnet.com. And that's what I set the my eBay account up at, the same. So I carried that for a long time. So yeah, I've got two now. I've also got one called Garage Aquatics, or actually it's Garage Dash Aquatics is my other eBay account. I'm trying to migrate.
The one shows you your picture on it. The other one is just, it has something different. It says, you have the one that has your same picture like you have in your.
Oh, yeah. And the other one's just got like this.
Yep.
You know, just one eyeball. So we really need to come up with something different. But what the hell?
There we go. Use this in my avatar. Oh.
Yeah, you know, that would be cool. Let me get back to YouTube over here so I can make Small Time Tanks a moderator too here.
His name's Joe. He lives in Nebraska.
Hi, Joe. How are you?
Good guy.
I know I've seen you on Jeff's streams.
He's got some cool stuff in his tanks too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So and I pulled the guppy grass right now because I got cleaned out. So all of a sudden I just got a series of orders, and I think I sold about 30 orders of guppy grass in December, and that killed it. So I've got, you know, just enough in each tank to start. So I'm gonna have to wait, I don't know, 3-4 weeks, maybe a month. Well, that would be 4 weeks, wouldn't it? And I fertilize regularly, so it grows pretty quick. And then I put it back on eBay. And I've taken all the fish down just because it's been cold, and I didn't want to have to deal with, you know, freezing fish anywhere. But I do have fish, and I can send, you know, reach out to me.
The Angels are doing great, Prodigal. They're fantastic. I think I might have a natural pair coming because they're still like this all over the tank, together. Every once in a while they'll split apart, but most of the time they're like this, side by side. Really well, doing really well. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I think this is that's my email. There it goes. So you can reach me at that if you know.
I told you my guppy grass is starting to grow. It is actually now, finally.
Yeah.
And I think I can attribute that to those angelfish because I did have a couple scuds in that tank, and they were eating trying to eat the Java moss. But those angels went right into that big. I mean, they swam right in the middle of it. They disappeared in it and came out.
How cool. Yeah.
So they hunt those down ruthlessly.
Yeah.
So I'm glad.
Yeah.
And now the guppy grass is like this now.
Yeah. 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 It takes a little time to get established, and, you know, and if, and there's got to be, I think, some nitrates in the tank, or you got to feed really regularly. You know, you got to have some.
Tank. It's in the dirt. There's quite a bit of nutrients in the water because it's
all right. Yeah, then it should. Just taking some time, but once it does, stand back.
With the jungle veil. Wow.
Right.
It is a jungle. It's turned into a jungle. And the sword plants. The first time in my hobby, I've been able to keep, and they're actually thriving now.
Yeah.
I've had about 4 or 5 in the past. I had them maybe 3 or 4 weeks, and they just die.
Right. Yeah.
And that's with using root tabs and all the the liquid fertilizer. But the ones I got from you are doing great.
I'm glad. Yeah. The first time I got it, and this was those, I put them in one tank. They came with all, you know, little short pieces about, I don't know, 8-10 inches long, and virtually no roots, just cut off the nubs. And they were in little bundles with that it's kind of like a foam wrapped, I think 3 in a bundle maybe, and then one of those little lead weights around them, hold them together. And I took them apart and stuck them in the tank with Bob and Carol. And I don't know, they just didn't do great and whatever. I pulled them all out of there. I think I'd lost some. And I stuck them in the tank right next to it. They're both 40 breeders. And I think that tank, I don't know if it had more stuff in it, but that tank's also right in front of a window.
Oh.
And so I put them along the back of the tank right in front of the window, and they have kind of taken over the tank. So I was pulling leaves the other day, and that's how I prune them. I just start pulling leaves, kind of give them gentle. If they detach easily, well, great. I pulled 3 or 4 whole plants out.
Oh.
So then I just snapped all the leaves off to, I don't know, 5-6 inches, and left the roots and just threw them in another 40 breeder. They're floating on top of the water right now until I find a home for them. So easy thinning.
You sell your jungle veil on?
I haven't yet. I haven't really had enough to sell yet. So
that might be
Cameron, that's a great question. I don't have a clue.
What is it?
With the patent on some glowfish ending, you think more people would breed or crossbreed them? Not a clue.
I was wondering, how would you stop them from breeding? I mean,
yeah, it's not, you can, nobody says you can't breed them, but you probably can't breed them for profit until
I see.
What you do in your own home, as far as that goes, nobody can come in and say you can't breed those. We're confiscating your glowfish, but you probably can't be selling them on eBay or something like that. There are there's people out there that
you're watching stuff like
that stuff, and they'll pull it or they'll at least pull it, and they could. I mean, if you're actually selling it on eBay or something, they could just block your account too.
Have you seen the new glowfish? They're like a dark pink, like a hot pink color.
They're
the angels, and they're beautiful and everything. But I've heard from people that they're having a hard time just keeping them alive. And these are guys that breed angels, by the bucket. I mean, they breed a lot of angels, but they're having trouble just keeping them alive, let alone able to breed them.
Yeah.
I'm wondering about that. Wonder why they're expensive too. They're probably $30 a piece or more.
Right.
My chili rasbora died. Only one left after the tank reset.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. Yeah, I've been wanting to get some, we've been talking about on Jeff's streams, egg scatterers. Right. And I've been, you've got the Danios, and David's got CPDs.
Yes.
The Celestial Pearl Danios.
Yes.
And I've been wanting to give that a try. And rasboras, I guess, would be another egg scatterer that would be worth trying.
Oh yeah.
So
I like those Harlequin rasboras. They're pretty cool looking.
I think they also call those lamb chop rasboras. That black spot looks like a little lamb chop in the back of them.
I've heard that, and I've also heard pork chop and all different stuff.
Okay.
Now, pork chop, lamb chop, it's a chop.
Mm-hmm. I think that's cool. The Becco will deliver glow. Really?
I've heard one of them called an exclamation point. Rasbora. Is that right? Petra.
Well, oh no, that's a barb. Never mind. I was thinking mascara, but that's a barb. The mascara barbs.
Yeah,
the barbs are another scatterer, aren't they?
Yes,
and
the mascara barbs are expensive too. I mean, if that's something you wanted to breed for profit, you're able to do it.
So that'd be a bigger tank because they get to be bigger fish too, don't they?
Yeah, you probably want like a 55 at least for them, I would think, or
something longer, like a 4-footer.
But a perfect setup for them would have the false bottom where they could drop the eggs.
Yeah.
And then you could easily move them out.
Emerald green rasboras. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I think they're also called kubutai, right?
You got me. This is
the kubutai rasbora.
Yeah, that's new to me.
They're beautiful.
Dwarf rasbora is interesting. And emerald greens. The emerald green has 3 spots. Is that what you're saying? Small time or no? The dwarf
rasboras. He says they has 3 spots. Oh wow.
Yeah. I got to get. I don't know. try and get something different. I thought I don't know if David got his quota of Corys for the year. Hello, Jose.
Jose, welcome in.
Yeah, good to see you. No, the dwarfs are okay. 3 spots. Yeah, I don't know.
Go ahead.
I'm hoping David got his quota. What did he want? 10 Corys? 10 species before the year ended?
Oh, yeah, that's right. What was that, 10?
So if he didn't, he needs to get out there and go shopping really quick. So.
Yeah. You got just a little while left. Hey, Stephen. Stephen P's here.
Oh, there you are, Stephen. Howdy. Welcome.
Howdy.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
One of the club members has pink glow angels, and they just had a successful spawn. I wonder.
Oh, wow. That's great.
The flyer have a pink hue. All right. That's going to be interesting.
Oh, that is really cool.
Yeah. I'm seeing a spot here. Is that on my shirt? It is. It looks like paint.
Well, that's good news because I've been hearing that people are having such a hard time with them. And that's very encouraging.
Yeah.
No,
yeah. It seems like they breed the, what's the word? The longevity out of them, or the, I know that's true. A lot of plant hybrids, they get so overbred that, they're just not, there's no strength left to them.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that's
they're the genetic, they have that genetic sea creature. I think it's what is it? Some type of gene they use from that.
Well, they were injecting it at some point, weren't they? I mean,
back in the 70s and 80s, they were injecting the dye.
Yeah.
But now they're doing them differently. They're breeding that way. They're breeding through.
Gene splicing now.
Yep.
Oh,
which I think is, I mean, that's more acceptable. I mean, to me than injecting a fish with a needle. Come on.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
That's terrible. I would.
Yeah. Shoving them full of dye.
Mm-hmm.
On your band site, Audra?
Oh, it's a jellyfish. He said, "Oh, thank you for that, Joe." I was trying to think what it was. I knew it was from the ocean.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she posted pics. Oh, wow, on band. Okay.
Interesting.
Well, that's another place that I've been thinking about. I go there and look sometimes. I don't have anything on the page, but I do have a. Hey, Gil.
Yeah. Welcome to 2025. We're still lagging behind.
Yeah. Happy New Year, mate.
Yeah. It's a little after 2:00 in the afternoon where I'm at, and I guess a little after 5 where Jeff's at.
Yep, 5:13. So that would make it 5.
So
7, 8, 9, about 9 a.m. for 9:13 for him.
So if we stick around till midnight, I'll have to go find a tennis ball I can drop. Right? Go take it away from the cat. Sacramento Aquarium Society created a band page. Well, why don't I highlight that?
Oh, nice.
When the world ended. Yeah, I love that because that's what happened. Yep. So everyone could stay in contact and sell fishies. And yeah, I say fishies a lot.
Nice.
So. Yeah. Cool.
Great.
Yeah.
Melvin.
Oh, Melvin.
Don't forget to smash the like button, Melvin.
That's right. Smash that like button. That's right.
That's right. Yeah.
And if you haven't, subscribe.
Oh, and proud of us. The early show is much appreciated. It is a lot. It's more of for the UK and that side of the world.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when one of the earlier times that you, David, and I did the stream, after the stream, we spent some time here on StreamYard going over, is it the Fish Fam link, the calendar?
Oh, yeah.
Right. And looking for times that I could do a stream, without stepping on a lot of toes. And this time, Tuesdays and Thursdays. And all kinds of stuff got in the way, life got in the way, holidays got in the way. And I think I did one at this time. Did a couple at 7:30 p.m. That's about the time you do yours.
Yeah, about 11:30, and I do my late one.
Yeah. On Tuesday nights, and I like this time for me too.
Yeah.
Fish Fam link, really? Whoa! I've never seen Fish Fam link come up on my. But thanks. However that happened.
We have current viewers of 17 and a like count of 13, so we got 4 people. right? 13, 14 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hit the like button.
Cool. Yeah.
Let's start the new year off positive.
I'm positive we're starting the new year off.
Oh, yeah, we are. We are.
Yep.
Well, ours is starting. I think I mentioned, Kathy's having cataract surgery on the 2nd. So.
Okay, Thursday.
So I won't be doing my stream tomorrow. So.
Right.
But I
want
to wish everybody Happy New Year.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Likewise. I think
probably 4 days after that.
Yeah.
She'll be completely blind because she's already blind in her left eye. So when she does the right, she'll be patched up. So.
Right. I had both done year ago, last September, October. Last Wednesday of September was one eye. I don't even remember which, and the next Wednesday was the other eye. And fortunately, flat and uneventful, and it made a huge difference.
Oh, good.
So yeah,
I hear it does a remarkable job.
Stephen, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thanks.
Oh, great.
Coming up in the world, huh?
That's right. As you should be.
I appreciate it. I really, it's fun. It's a great community. I really appreciate the support. It's a blast. So who knew?
Definitely.
Yeah.
But back to the Black Mollies. Well, I got quite a few, and I sent some to Christine. I seen she had showed them on a video that we were on a live stream, and they looked like they're doing good. So
yeah,
I think because mine are really healthy and strong. I think if I sent some to you, it'd be a difference for you.
Yeah. I need to figure out what tank I will put them in. I do have an empty 20 right now, and I'm scratching my head thinking those shell dwellers you were talking about. Hey, Ben, welcome. That might work. I would love to have one of those low boys for the shell dwellers.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah. But I was saying this the other night, I need to come up with a spot where I can put another 3, 4, 5, 20 gallons for one thing, mainly is guppy grass. I can stick fish and shrimp in them too, but just to grow more guppy grass because it's just, it's bread and butter.
The shrimp in the guppy grass, are you getting all the shrimplets out of it, or is there a possibility they'll get shrimp along with their guppy grass?
There is a distinct possibility they might get a shrimp or two. I think, when I reach in and grab a handful, I don't just pull it right out, but I'll pull it and kind of give it a little shake, and the shrimp tend to scatter. But yeah, there's a distinct possibility somebody might get it would be a little cherry shrimp, a blue dream, or a orange sunkist, because those are where my hey Scotty,
hello.
Those are where my those are guppy grass tanks. Hang on.
Every single time. Well, now where are you at again? I forget, Scotty.
Somewhere in Texas. Deep in the heart of
Texas. They get. Now the way I'll tell you how I keep mine. Most of my tanks has very low KH, so I add them in some crushed coral in the tank or some aragonite sand. So the pH I get to keep the pH right around 7.8 or maybe even above 8.
Right.
And I keep the heat right around 76 to 78 degrees for them. Other than that, there I go again, darn it.
There you go. Yeah.
Other than that, they do fantastic. I don't have any problems with them. And I keep hearing everybody having horror stories about them. And I'm like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Because mine they're flying.
Yeah.
And they breed. So I love them because when they're born, they're just pure black, tiny little fry, and you can see them right away.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
They're born that way. So it's
Huh. So I think here in Texas is about like saying you're where? In Europe or Australia? Texas is pretty big. I have been across the 10 from Louisiana to New Mexico, both directions. And there's a great little poem. I guess it's a poem. It's the sun is risen, the sun is set, and here we is in Texas yet. So it's like, it takes a long time to get from end to end of that state.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
It's about 3 times the size of the UK. If you put up three UKs inside of it, it would still break.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's saying his water's really hard. Yeah, I saw your of course I did. Saw your video about, water parameters and hard water and high TDS and all that other stuff. Yeah.
Stephen P. Aquatics, what did
just outside of Fort Hood. Cool. What am I not clicking on? Is that the right one?
Oh yeah, I was just reading there, and then Stephen P. says, "Terrible, thanks, FFL." Asked him a question. Christine has them in spring water, and they're the black ones, and never had a problem.
Okay, I did that one. Now I'm doing it, Jeff. It's with the, trying to keep up with the chat.
It's hard, isn't it? I fall behind. It's not easy.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, that was bad, wasn't it, Candy? FFL's good.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, I don't think it was quite a dad joke, but
no,
it was a groaner.
Yep.
What's this?
I need to find an oak tree. Seems too many blackberries.
Hackberries.
Hackberries.
Yeah.
Around
what, for leaves?
Probably for leaves. Is Melvin saying you need a magnifying glass?
Oh, all right, wait.
I'm thinking about having some of these available on my merch when I get it going in the new year.
Mine's square. Is this okay?
There you go.
All right. You know what I was going to do? I was watching Gil the other day on one of his videos. I think it's the one where he was building that background for that tank that he's doing out of resin and whatever, and sticking the wood on it. And it took a few days, so he's got different shirts on. And there's the one with your face in the microphone. I remember when you had him on your live stream, God, I don't know, 6-8 months ago, whatever. And so I took a screenshot of that. I think I'm going to make one of those. And I thought probably shouldn't. So I didn't.
Oh, go ahead, dude. I thought I was looking at that chair. I was like, wait a minute, that looks like me. I was like,
yeah, that was funny. So,
yep.
What was this? Plan for talk with Jorge. Really, 6 Eastern, so 3 this time, 4 his time. Really? Well, that'll be good.
Oh wow, yeah.
For this coming Saturday, Jose. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, that's Saturday night. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be what's he saying? 5-year time? 6-year time.
6, yep.
So that's 3 my time. Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, where'd it go? It moved too fast. There you go, Scotty.
I have a magnifier right next to me as well. I think every fish room should have one of these. I mean, even though if you have 20/20 vision, you can still see the little tiny creatures a little better.
Yeah.
I got this when I got my Neo Caridina shrimp. Back got my Blue Dreams.
Right.
Really bad. So I've been over.
I'll use my phone. I'll try and take a picture, and then once I got the picture, stretch it out so I can.
That works too.
I was looking at that 20-gallon in the garage with wild type mollies that I got from Jorge. There's fry in there. There may be 4. I know I saw 3, and I finally got a pretty decent shot by just taking a picture. Whoa!
Hey, Jose.
Thanks. And I stretched it out so I could actually see them, and they're kind of cute. Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, those wild type mollies are beautiful.
They really are pretty fish. They are really pretty fish. The sail fin, they've got don't know if they're a sailfin molly or whatever, but they're like that, and they're really, really pretty spectacular.
Oh, nice! You got 5 gifted memberships from Sweet Acre Koi, Christine.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Christine. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year indeed.
Yeah. Just to be able to, or ingredients. No kidding. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they make it so small. They don't want you to know what's in there.
Yeah. I use.
You did, you'd never buy it again. Yeah. Here we go. So it's, I keep seeing videos on, I guess YouTube, maybe they're ads somewhere, Facebook or things on Facebook, whatever, about ingredients, differences between here in Canada, here in the UK, things like Fruit Loops, cereals, that all the stuff that we put in them here, none of it's real. Just. And I guess there's a lot of regulation on what can go into those kind of things in other parts of the world.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing for them. I mean, they probably get a healthier,
Yeah, that's why I'm as fat as I am, because I eat all that shit.
Oh, I do too. It's good. I love it.
Yeah, I have got to drop some tonnage here. So I was starting to take it off, and then Kathy starts baking for the holidays, and I had. It's like, who is this willpower?
I lost quite a bit, and then I over the Thanksgiving and I've been like a pig, and I put like 9 pounds on in 2 months.
Right. Yeah,
it's just crazy, but it's so good. I mean, I can't resist when you see all the baked goods and everything. It's just
Yeah, small time. Thanks. I'm sorry. What's small time name?
That's Joe.
Joe. Thanks, Joe. Thanks for being here.
All right. Have a good one, Joe. Have a good shift.
Yeah.
34 gallons.
Yeah.
You did good.
Don't get in trouble while you're listening and working. Just, focus on what you're doing. They're paying you. We're not. So we don't want you.
I think Mike's building a tank. He said 2 foot by 2 foot by 14 inches.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That'd be a nice one. That'd be nice. 14. Yeah.
So a square 14 inches deep, if I'm catching that right.
Yeah, that'd be that's like a low boy in itself, just.
Yeah, very much, yeah.
Cool.
So you just said that, did I see Mike's go by where the glass just showed up, got delivered?
Yep. Yeah, I'll go up here. It says, he says.
Oh, here it is.
You got it.
My glass just showed up. Now I need the silicone. Yeah, I had...
Oh, nice.
I was looking for silicone once, and I went to there was a little True Value across the other side of the freeway here by the grocery store, and the guy was nice enough. He's, I'm looking for something for aquariums, and so it's GE silicone seal, and he's reading the label. Nowhere on the label of the tube does it say anything. But he went to the MSDS, the Material Data Safety Sheets, and it says not for aquarium use.
It might have the anti-mold stuff. They have some stuff on there that.
Well, it says not to be kept underwater.
Oh, that's yeah. I think it says that on most of them.
Yeah. All right. So, I don't know. About a year or so ago,
it's fine. It has to cure for 48 hours, and then.
Yeah. Well, about a year ago or so, I was watching this guy from Turkey on YouTube building these, high-end aquariums, and I can't remember the brand. I've still got a tube in the garage. I found it on Amazon, and it is specifically for that.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to see if I can find it. I'll just go to my orders.
And Terry just subscribed. Nice, Terry.
There it is. It is called.
He says it says that for aquarium use, not for aquarium use, because they don't want to deal with the customer support for aquariums.
All right. Well, that's fair enough.
That makes sense.
This is the brand that guy was using on the YouTube channel. This guy's from Turkey, right? This stuff he's using for his, and it specifically says fresh and salt water, non-toxic, fresh and salt water.
It's 10.14 flow ounces.
Yeah.
You get you get 2 in a pack. Okay.
Correct. And it's $22. So it's a reasonable price. It's $10 a tube. $10.50, $11 a tube, $22.
I wonder if that'd be one of my 40 breeders. I got the one upstairs that sprung a leak. That I need to reseal it because it's a nice tank. It's not even that old.
Right. Yeah. I'm going to kill this.
Oh.
So yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you. And I was going to go somewhere else, and it just went away. Oh yeah, and I saw somebody ask how many gallons that is. And everybody knows how to do that, right? Length times width times depth or height.
Fish Fam Link, you can do it.
Yeah.
I think.
If you can plug it in somewhere. But if you measure it, and the way I do it is in inches, length times height times length times depth times height, divided by 231. And that'll give you the number of gallons.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's real easy. So
I'm terrible at math. That just went.
That's just basic arithmetic.
Right over my head.
There we go.
Oh, 24, 14. I think he said 34 gallons, but we'll see what it says. And Fish Fam Link will come up with it. Thankfully, I've only had to use it once. I wonder if it's expired now. Maybe I did it wrong. Maybe you have to put gallons after it for the 2 by 24 by 24.
No, well, this tells you there's a way to do it with cubic feet too, but I found this to be easier. So like that. All right, Sal, we'll be here.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, that works.
Oh, let's see if this works. Yeah.
So what was it? 24 by what?
24 by 24 by 14.
So you got to hit equals, right? 24 times 24 times 14 equals, and then divide that by 231. And 34 point, it's almost 35 gallons, 34.9.
Yep. Around, Mike said it was 34. So yeah, it's right on the.
Yeah.
Almost
it's a good, on when you see secondhand tanks on Facebook Marketplace or what's the other one? Offer Up or whatever.
Now he's building that aquarium. You're building it from scratch, right, Mike? So
that'd be
are
fun.
you gonna have a frame around it, or how are you doing that? I wonder. He's building it. He's building the tank.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I wonder how we do that.
Yeah. And so, Mike, did you you had the glass cut and then also the edges ground, so it's it's smooth, nothing, no jaggedy, sharp, rough edges from glass cutting. I'm hoping, assuming. And what was the other question?
A rimlet from scratch. Wow.
Yeah, that's cool.
I wonder how it's a lot of pressure. I wonder how it would do it. Those rimless tanks, they're beautiful, but I'm always
silicone strong
together.
Yeah, silicone strong.
Oh yeah.
I've got that 16-gallon rimless in the kitchen, and then God, I've seen 8-foot rimless. Adrian's Fish Room. You walk into his garage. I haven't been there. I'd love to, but the first tank you see next to the garage door is an 8-foot rimless tank.
Wow.
It's just a big giant glass box.
Tempered glass, but I know it's tempered glass, but I'm wondering how the seal will keep it from falling to pushing apart.
It can't be tempered if you. Hey, Mal.
Hey, Mal.
If you drill them, it can't be. Yeah.
Hello, Aquascapes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's the guy's name from Turkey. Yeah. It took me a minute to figure out what was. I thought it was just a typo, and the channel. Yeah, it can't be tempered if you're going to drill them. For sumps or whatever. It has to be drilled and then tempered afterwards. So I mean, if you're gonna have drilled tanks, they've got to be, and if you're having them custom built like that. And then my other question, Mike, is how thick is the glass on those that you're doing? We did this construction here last year, and I'm sitting in some of it, my office here, and we put in a new bathroom right behind me. That's the closet door, and on the back side of the closet there's a little bathroom there with a shower and toilet and a sink. And the shower glass is, God, it's at least 1/4 of an inch, maybe 5/16, 3/16, yeah.
I like it better when you call it your command center.
Say it again?
I like it better when you call it your command post, your command center.
Oh, World Headquarters?
Yeah, the headquarters, yes.
Yeah, World Headquarters. Yeah, Garage Aquatics 2023, World Headquarters. Yeah. And the bottom's 1/2 inch. Okay, yeah. And I think that 75-gallon Aqueon I got in the garage, I bought that secondhand. And there's, when you buy Aqueon tanks, there's always little paper tags stuck in them, right? Inspected by Bob or whoever. And that one had a tag in the bottom that said, "Do not drill. The bottom is tempered."
Oh.
But you can drill the sides because they're not tempered. So anyway, just
also the Aqueons, I'm not sure how that works out, but I know the 75 gallons on up are lifetime warranty. So if you ever get one I'm not sure how that works. They refund you the money. They don't know.
I don't know. It's a secondhand tank. I can't prove I bought it from them. You know what I mean? I bought it on offer up. I paid, it was $35 or $40.
Right.
It came with a stand. I said, and it was an Indio, not too far from here. Nice lady. It's in the garage. It's been sitting in the garage for a while on the stand. And I go, you keep the stand. Because it looked like, I don't know if it would hold anymore. There was wood rot,
Mm.
Yeah, it's sitting on one of those metal Home Depot shelves now, the steel framed rack shelves out in the garage.
Oh,
that's cool. Yeah, and 3/4 inch that. And will that be tempered, Mike, or just? Nice thing about tempered, if it breaks, it's just a bunch of little bits. It's not big shards of nasty glass coming down. I did that. What was it? About a 35-40. I got secondhand. Put it on the front walk. Yeah, I thought maybe so. Yeah, I put it on the front walk. Stuck a couple pieces of wood under it to do a leak test, and I came out the next morning and the bottom shattered.
I remember that.
Yeah, and I got to thinking, it may not have been. It may have just been intended for terrarium use, so maybe it's thinner glass. But then I also got to thinking, maybe it wasn't set flush, and when I filled it, it torqued it and it shattered the bottom. So I don't know. I thought about trying to take it all apart. It was an Aqueon. Get that plastic frame off the bottom, put a new piece of glass in there. And I just throw it away. I don't want a chance, losing a limb. So
right.
Yeah, because I have protection. I've got when we lived in Orange County, the next door neighbor worked for A&E. What is it? Or A&E, something, appliance and electronics, right? And he would go, to do home repairs. And so, he's sticking his arm inside washing machines and dryers and stuff like that. It's all metal bits. So he gave me a pack of these Kevlar gloves with Kevlar is what they make bulletproof vests out of, I guess, right?
Yes.
And it had this sort of rubber on the palms of the hands and fingers. And they're really dexterous. You could really grab little things like little screws or whatever, because that's what it's for. And then also it went to here, and let the thumb out so the glove would fit over it. Kevlar sleeves that went up to about here. So for gardening, you know, because pruning roses and stuff like that, you know. So I'm thinking, you know, broken glass, yeah, put those on and
Also, he's asking, Ron, do you keep it in your wallet for protection?
no, there is no little ring in my wallet. No. And yes, Sarah, I agree. Anything worth doing is worth overdoing. Or
right.
Yeah.
Over engineering. I love it.
I've been doing that one for years. Anything worth doing, overdo it. Yeah.
That's why I like the cinder blocks. I sleep good at night knowing they're holding the weight up.
Yeah. I wouldn't. I could.
Well, that's right, because you're not. Yeah.
The ground shakes here occasionally, and when it does, it shakes big. And I'm afraid they would just kind of collapse. So yeah.
Yeah, they might.
Yeah, I got the joke, Jose. Got it. But yeah, and it was, you know, one will do, two will do better than three. That's just good business. So, you know, yeah. So I totally get it, Tara.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So that's been a good tank, that 75. That's the one where I saw cut all those big long pieces of rock. You know, and they were, God, I don't know, 6 inches thick or so. So I saw cut them in half lengthwise, and then flipped them over and saw cut them in half length, as deep as I've got a regular, you know, 7.5 inch, whatever they are, skill saw. And so that only gives you about 3 1/4 inches of blade, maybe. And so I cut it down as far as the saw would go, flipped it over, did the same thing, and then drove a wedge in there to split those pieces. And that's what I've got stacked up on the back side of that 75-gallon tank. And it made that rock wall. It looks really cool. And I set a piece of 1/2 inch styrofoam on the bottom of the tank towards the back, and another piece against the back glass, just to protect the glass from the rock sitting directly against it. You know, and it worked out well. So what's this? Chainsaw. Ooh, power tools.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, good safety with chainsaw stuff. That could be a devastating injury. Yeah, very cool. I don't. Mine are the Home Depot ones. They're the orange ones, and I don't think it was 1,000 pounds per shell. I think it was like 600. And I regret getting those. They're nice, but there was some stronger ones, and I kind of wish I would have gotten those now. So.
Happy New Year, TK.
Oh, very cool. TK, welcome. Let me do something here. But yeah, it's you know, they work. I've got on the bottom shelf, I've got those 520 gallons. The shelves are 2 feet deep, front to back. So I've got, and so are 20 gallons. So I've got 5, you know, endo in on each shelf.
Happy New Year, Mel. Happy New Year.
Yeah. And it's getting closer to, New Year in the UK. So it's almost closing in. So I guess it's about 10:30 right now. 10:40.
Yeah, 10:43. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you think about the plywood tanks, though? I was thinking about, if I was to build one, I want something that's really strong, a frame.
Yeah. Well, who's those guys? Sickler Brothers or whatever, they build plywood tanks. There's an Aquarium Domains built plywood tank. So yeah, I wouldn't know.
It wouldn't be a gigantic tank. I'm talking like I could do like a thinner wood, but I'd like to have it wood.
Right.
And then it may be like a 20-gallon long or something, just to build a tank from scratch that way.
Just for fun or what?
Yeah, just to see if I could do it. I mean, but it scares the hell out of me how Mike's doing the rimless. I mean,
well, frankly, I'd rather do that because, doing the plywood thing, then you got to get into the resin and the fiberglass. And
that's right. Yeah.
At least I think so. I mean, I really don't have any idea. But
I've never built one. So
yeah. I can see how the glass would work because, I've watched that guy, and Mal gave the name, a guy in Turkey. I've watched him on the channel, and he's building these big tanks, and I'm thinking he's using something like 1/2 inch plate.
Oh.
So it's big, heavy glass. And I think the bottom goes down and you put silicone across the end, right? And you stand it up into the bottom piece. So there's probably, and you don't want to squeeze out all the silicone, but there's probably maybe 1/8 of an inch of silicone between the two pieces of glass, where they butt together.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And I guess, I don't know what it's resting on. Maybe silicone mats, so it separates. So when you lift it off, you're not glued to the table, because that would suck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you need to do that. But I'd be more inclined to give an all glass one a try. But anyway, the guys that did our showers, obviously they had to drill all the glass they measured it. Then they drilled all the glass, whoever's doing the glass, right? They drill all the holes where the hinges are going to go, where the handles go, right? And then they have it tempered. But I was talking with this guy about building, like a big aquarium, because I'm looking at these pieces of glass and I'm drooling, that the door is, it's, I don't know, it's 2.5 feet wide. So what is that? 24 and 6, 30 inches.
30 inches.
Bottom, and 7 feet long, and pair of those and one for the bottom, and then ends. So it's just a matter of getting all your measurements right. So I guess the ends fit inside the lengths, the front and back, right? So ends go on.
Some good clamps too to hold everything in place.
Yeah. And probably jigs that like some sort of jigs that'll kind of keep your angles right. So yeah, I think that'd be a hoot. Just
yeah, my wife doesn't allow me to use tools.
I love doing projects, because every time I do, I buy something new. Every project's a new tool. So there's kind of like,
I'm trying to do something with the tool, and if it doesn't work, it's not very good for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I grew up doing that kind of stuff. When I was a little kid, my dad had rentals. He was in real estate and he had rentals. And my mom and I would do all the repairs and the painting and landscaping. She was amazing. I learned how to paint from her and do a lot of stuff from her, So yeah, it's just been, and I've been doing that stuff and Kathy and I did a couple fix and flips.
Oh, nice.
And I would love to do more.
Wow.
Because it's fun, and she's a hell of a good project manager.
Oh yeah.
But she just doesn't like having to part with them after they're done.
Oh yeah, you put so much love and care into them. He's like, oh, I want to keep this place now.
And I'm thinking, that check at the end is yes.
Yeah, so, you already got a beautiful place now. Just take the. Yeah. Yep.
So we're waiting for maybe interest rates to come back down, and we'll go look for some condos, stuff like that. Something small that you won't fall in love with.
Right.
Yeah. Sal, you're heading out to family dinner. Enjoy, pal. I'm glad you're here.
Enjoy, Sal, and have a happy New Year, my friend.
Happy New Year. Enjoy your dinner. Enjoy your family.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll see you next year.
Yep. Be well, be safe. How's that? And I guess in some parts of the country, stay warm. So some parts of the world.
Not me, Melvin. I don't use tools. I'm forbidden to use them.
Yeah.
Except I use like screwdrivers and stuff like that. But anything technical that I have to put something together that takes anything more than that.
Yeah.
I'm just not mechanically inclined.
Right.
At all.
Yeah. Sarah, do not let your husband cut anything off.
Oh yeah, we were trying to do a saw one time, and it was like, whew.
Yeah. The end of the cucumber, something like that. Yeah.
The saw went one way, and the table went the other way.
Oh yeah, I've been really just blessed. I mean, I've had the skill saws kick back before, and I try not to stand behind shit, off to one side, and that way if it kicks away.
Oh no, I threw the saw in the table.
Yeah. I value my bits and pieces, and I'd like to keep them for as long as I can, like the rest of my life. Yes, it is always nice to get the toys. I couldn't agree more. So yeah. From Jose, yes.
I see, or perhaps a tree squashed him. Let me see here.
God, I hope not.
Linda, my husband is trying really hard to cut off something. Oh, well, there it is. Or perhaps a tree.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know, there's times when I've even learned to just hire something out.
Yeah, that's what I have to do.
Yeah.
Like with my smoke detector, eventually I'm going to get that done. Just finding somebody who can make it up there.
Yeah. Well, you need an electrician. You know, really, we've got 3 here down this hallway behind me, wherever that back there. Mm-hmm. There's 2 smoke detectors down there. One's actually in this room, one's in the hallway, and then the next one outside that hallway is a little bitty like a vestibule that goes, you know, if you turn one way, you come down this hallway. If you turn the other way, you go into the master bedroom. And there's a smoke detector up in that little vestibule area. And one night, I think it's the one in the hallway here behind me, about 3 o'clock in the morning, that thing goes off, you know, blaring fire, you know, it's like, oh shit, you know. So there's nothing going on. It just went off. So I went up and got the ladder, you know, 3 o'clock in the morning and detached it. And it's still going off in my hand because it's got a battery in it and it's hardwired. And so I finally got it to shut off and went back to bed. And then I don't know if it's the next day or whatever, put it back up, starts doing it again. So took it back down. And then the one in the office here behind me starts going off. And in the meantime, we're hearing something in the house, and Kathy finally pinpointed it. It's the older one in that little vestibule area between the rooms, and it's making this weird humping. So no, it's a 10-foot ceiling.
Oh, 10 foot. Oh, that's not a. Yeah, I could do that myself with a 10 foot.
Well, yeah,
oh.
So I'm not sure what's going on. These 2, you know, the one in the hallway behind me here and the one in this room are new wired in with the new construction, but they're tied to that one in the in that little vestibule area. So I don't know if that one was getting weird and it triggered these 2. So I guess I can do that. I can go to the store. I go buy a 3rd one, put that one in the vestibule area. That's an old one. And then put the others back. I just heard it. I heard yours. Or did I?
Yeah, mine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But I mean, these were like earthquake, fire, flood, CO2, you're going to die. You know, it's like, geez. So I just disconnected them all, you know, till I can figure out what the.
Yeah. I tell you, when our house was built in 2007, okay, right before we moved in, we got in, and I didn't even realize it until it started it. Where they put that is the most difficult, hardest, the very peak up in a cathedral ceiling. I bet when they installed that, I bet they were snickering, saying, "Oh, I bet they're going to have a lot of fun changing this battery out."
Oh, geez, yeah.
Because I should take a picture of it sometime and then show you guys, because it's way up.
Yeah, I do not like cathedral ceilings. I mean, they're hard to paint, and then they collect cobwebs up in the corners. And how the hell do you get to them? A 20-foot pole.
Yeah, we've got the telescoping things that we can do that.
Sure.
But I can't get anything that will open that thing up and then put the battery.
Right. That's what my husband do. Hang ceiling dry. Yeah, hang ceiling drywall is hard work. I've done that. I used to do construction, and I don't like getting on the roof anymore. I'm getting too old for that shit. You know, I don't want to fall off a ladder. I painted houses for a living for years. My brother and I did that. I was doing that right out of high school. I did that for years, and then I got into landscaping, and it was all on the ground instead of up in the air. And then I went back to school, and I started. I got my degree in horticulture, and I started teaching horticulture at community college. I did that for about 20 years, and as it was getting really weird, and so now I'm retired.
You froze up there for a second. I thought I'm not sure.
Say it again.
You froze up for a second.
Oh, so did you. So maybe both feeds are, I don't know. So yeah.
Oh, maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's it. You know.
Yeah. Here we go.
You got your degree in horticulture. I mean, that's your plants and your tanks. I mean, it's kind of like destiny, you know.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, it just worked out. But
really,
I miss being able to garden. I probably could. But it's a little tough here in the desert. I mean, I just haven't bothered to spend time to learn You know, I used to work in nurseries for a while when I was teaching. I started teaching part-time, and I was working in nurseries. And then when I started teaching full time, you know, that's all I was doing. But, you know, when I was working in the nursery, people ask, you know, oh, what should I grow? I don't know. What do you like? You know, everything in the nursery we sell is suited for this area. And this was in Santa Ana, in Orange County, California. And people would come in from the mountains, you know, Big Bear, Arrowhead, in the mountains, San Bernardino Mountains, north of LA County and Orange County. And they go, what should I grow up there? I don't have a clue. You know, go to a nursery up there, see what they grow, or see what they sell. Cause you know, and it's going to be really seasonal. So, but when we lived in Orange County, my yard was a plant zoo. You know, I had a little tiny house. It was about a 6,000 square foot lot. The house was 830 square feet and it's set way at the back of the lot. And you couldn't see the house from the street. There were so many plants and it was just grown in. I loved it. And I missed that. So we haven't started that here just because it's so freaking hot in the summertime. It'll get 120 here. So, you know, a lot of stuff. You got to kind of grow what grows here. So that's what I need to do is spend some time and learn what goes here. Take my own advice. So let me get
he says
my rant. Sorry. Huh?
Oh, go ahead. I'm on the same one you are. I'm not sure, but I was looking at Stephen Pease under there when he had his house flooded in Louisiana in 2016. Had to replace all the drywall. That is a lot of work.
Oh, gee, was that Katrina 2016?
Katrina was 05?
No.
05? Or was that Katrina?
Was it?
I'm not sure.
No, all right. Yeah, I don't remember. I remember. Yeah. Anyway.
It was a hell of a mess.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm lucky. Most of my tanks, all but a couple, are in the garage. So, you know, when I drain tanks onto the floor, it's concrete.
Same down here. That's what I love.
Yeah, the aqua clears that I used to have the sponge that came with it, and it would float up because I've got plecos in a couple tanks. And they're not algae eaters, they're wood chompers. And all that black sludge would build up in the aqua clear really quick. And it would float up. And when it floats up to the top, all the water would just drain right out the back of the aqua clear. And I'd come out there in the morning, the tank would be about half empty. And you know, so fortunately it was concrete and it dries up quickly. The evaporation rate on tanks here is really, really fast. You know, I can fill my 40 breeders up and, you know, in 3 or 4 days, it's down 2 inches. So same thing with my 75-gallon tank, you know, fill it up just below or just into that black rim. It's because it's an Aqueon. So just into that black rim and in about 3 or 4 days, it's down, you know, 2 inches below that black rim. So, and I've learned with the Aqueon tanks, do not fill past just below or just above the line of that black rim because they don't silicone all the way around that black rim. So unless you do, if you fill it way up to the black rim, they're going to leak. And the tank's not leaking; it's just running over the top. So you know,
I try to keep mine up over it, but you can see a little bit of the black if you look under the tank.
Yeah.
I try to keep them all topped up.
I get it, Sarah. Yeah. I was going to go out and do some water changes and
I don't like ladder.
Today,
I don't like
top offs. If anything, I've got a couple tanks. I've got a couple tanks that are really, really clouded from. You know, I was doing the no planaria. You know, and I guess it, you know, got them cloudy. So I need to do some, you know, water changes on a couple tanks and then top offs on a couple. I'll probably just do them all. I'll do it tomorrow. I didn't want to do it today and get carried away and, you know, forget where I needed to be at 1:30 here. So the last 2 years back, RN. What? Oh yeah.
He lost his friend. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
I can't go on. I can go up a couple steps. That's it.
Yeah. Well, and you know, you're not supposed to be on the top 2 steps because you know they say no step. So, but people do anyway. And there was my neighbor down the street in Westminster. He's on the top of a 6-foot ladder with a hedge trimmer, trimming this ficus tree. And next thing I know, I see an ambulance going up the street, the paramedics, because he fell off the ladder. There was an incident in Torrance, somewhere it's called the South Bay. It's LA County along the coast. And there was this younger kid. And, most all the landscape maintenance people are Hispanic. And he's a younger guy and he's got kids. He's got a family. And because he's industrious and he was doing the landscape maintenance on an apartment complex, and this made it to the newspapers, and that's how I found out about it. So I used to share this with my students all the time. And, the owners of the apartment came out and said, "Do you prune palm trees?" And he didn't want to turn work down. So now he's a palm tree pruner, right? So he's got the climbing spikes and the tree belt, like they used to go up the telephone poles.
Yeah.
Right? And he's up there, and the Mexican fan palms they call it a skirt, and it's all the dead fronds that just die and hang down, right? And so he's up under there pulling out the loose dead ones, and a whole bunch collapsed on him. And now he's bent over backwards in the tree, right? He's got his climbing spikes in the tree, and he's got the belt on. He's bent over backwards, and it suffocated him. You can't breathe. Try standing in one place and bend over as far as you can backwards and breathe, and it's really almost impossible. Well, for any length of time with the weight on your chest, it was impossible, and it killed him. And he left the family behind. So, know your limitations.
Yeah, absolutely. I know my limitations, and that's there.
Yeah. Likewise. I mean,
I just where to go. If I go up like 3 or 4 steps, I start getting woozy, and that's what happens.
Yeah.
Gil's got a dad joke for you.
Gil
he says, I got a new step ladder last week. I was very excited because I never knew my real ladder.
Well, we call those bonus ladders now. I have bonus children. I have a bonus in-laws, So.
Sorry, I just had to bring that
up. No, that's good. And I gotta remember that one because I'm gonna send it to my father-in-law. He's the king of the dad jokes. So I like that, Gil. Thank you very much. But
my wife calls me the pun meister.
Yeah, puns are good.
A lot of pun.
Yeah. So anyway, I had a birthday in November and added an extra zero. I added a 0 to the end of everything. So I don't need to be doing a lot of that kind of stuff anymore. So.
Yep.
Yeah, ours. I don't know. Our pitches aren't like that, Mike. It's but they're terracotta tile. I think they're terracotta. They might be the old cement tiles, but they break real easy. I won't get up there. I don't need to do that. So that's what trained professionals are for. And that's what somebody, and I always used to tell my students too, it's like bonded, licensed, and insured,
Yeah.
And if you're running your own business, get an LLC or talk to your tax professional, learn about getting incorporated to protect your own personal assets, protect your own personal assets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cover your assets, so yeah. It's that's a big deal.
I have my DBA. I don't have the LLC yet.
The
DBA, because I don't do any brick. It's no brick and mortar. I can't have people come to the house to get fish.
Right. And you could still, if you sold enough, and we've got an LLC. We're dissolving it. We're dissolving it though. It goes out of effect tonight at midnight. Actually, we've had it for several years. And Garage Aquatics was covered in that. So this year, but if the Garage Aquatics eBay would have, it just started a few months ago, and because there's so few reviews on it, so few that it takes time to build an eBay business like that. And I've got a Shopify store too. But we're using it for our real estate stuff. And Kathy's written a couple books, and so they live in there, and so it still protects ourselves. There you go. Yeah, good for you, Stephen. Yeah, as it should be. And so once this gets going, we'll start an LLC back up. But right now, living in the state of California, it is $800 or $880 a year, whether you use it or not, just to have the LLC. Yeah.
Huh. I wonder how much it is.
California Franchise Tax Board just will bend you over the coals. So we thought about doing it. Oh wow. My YouTube just crashed.
Oh.
I got an snap. I don't know if anybody else did too.
I'm going to check. I'm going to go on my phone and see about that.
Is that what, Sarah? Is that for what I just said about how much? What? Yeah. Let me go see if I can get it again here.
I've got it here. You're on.
Yeah. I want to bring it back up. Let me get my videos.
Jose just got the ladder joke. step ladder and the real ladder.
Well, that's funny. There we go. Yep, there it is. All right. Yeah, I like to keep it going here so we can. Yeah, it's protection. So, and there's tax benefits, and I always tell people, talk to your tax professional. But with an LLC, just with regular, 1040, you get money, the government takes theirs, you get to spend what's left. But with the LLC, if I understand it correctly, you get to spend all you need first on your business, and then what's left is taxed.
I sent something that came out at an appropriate time where Mike says, me too, Jose, I got a few old workers that will get if you're not paying attention. And I put the laughing, but that was laughing at the joke that it was kind of a delayed reaction for some reason with my phone.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry about that. Waiting on Ron.
What?
At the very, very bottom of the chat, he says, MNC is saying, waiting on Ron, LOL.
I'm here. What do you need, Mike? What did I do? What didn't I do? What do I need to be doing?
Oh.
Not a clue.
Behind in the chat a little bit. He's down here quite a ways.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's easy to fall behind. The foot joke. What is Sketty's saying the foot joke.
The foot joke. I missed that. Where did that?
Where's the foot joke at? Sarah? Let's see. Did I miss that too?
Oh, Ron, what is this it? What has 10 toes, but isn't your foot? Well, it would be my feet. I've got 2 feet, 5 each, but not a clue.
Waiting. What was 10 toe, but isn't your foot? My husband made. We're waiting for the answer, Mike. We're waiting on you now. My foot.
Yeah. Sarah, I don't think there are any advantages to a flat roof. Southern California is full of them. The Mexican Federal, one style of architecture, the Spanish kind of style. Flat roofs, they got parapet walls and then the roof. And the house we had that we flipped in Palm Springs, flat roof, and they are prone to trouble. So,
Mike says it's my foot. You mean your feet, or just you have 10 toes on one foot?
What has 10 toes but isn't your foot?
He says my foot.
Okay, I'm banning him.
Yes.
We're giving him a timeout.
I'll say my feet. I get
that. Oh my God.
You got 10 toes on your foot, Mike. That's impressive.
Yeah. Yeah. Really. Oh my.
Look at that. Sketty just
Sarah, if you could pass some of that through the screen, I would be eternally grateful. That sounds really good.
Oh, she's dumping us now. Look at that.
Yeah, I know. For food, because we're back to food. All right. Enough of that.
I'll see myself. Mike said I'll see myself out.
I missed. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, don't leave too soon, please.
Oh, be careful, Jose. He's trying to read and drive.
No, that's not a good idea. Because that's just like texting and driving. And if the cop drives the other way and sees you, you're I know New York, or are you in New Jersey? Either one, they're going to nail you. So don't do that. Just listen. And I can't keep up with the chat, so I'm only just kind of making a half-hearted attempt. Your flat roof's on an angle. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that works better. Yeah.
So it doesn't leak.
Yeah. That's always a plus. Yeah.
Yep.
So anyway, I'm trying to think of more fishy stuff. Fishy. Yeah.
Right. We talked about the mollies. We talked about the gudgeons. Now, you said you had your Mickey Mouse platies were exploding, or was that your swordtail?
No, they are. Yeah, both. I think I'm going to put both of those back up on eBay and I've got heat packs. And fancy guppies, and I got more of those. They're just regular fancy mutt guppies. They're nice. And I think I was selling like packs of 25. So, and I've got heat packs, so I will, and I will just do priority shipping and charge for shipping and throw a heat pack in there, and I'll come up with something. But I know people sell, like trios of fancy guppies. I'll make it like a 10-pack or something like that. Mixed sizes, adults, make sure there's a couple males, couple females, and then juveniles and fry.
Yeah, it's nice.
Do something like that.
Hey,
Sarah, thanks for being here, Sarah.
You thought of a price for that yet, or Ron?
No, not yet. No.
Okay.
And then and I was doing the same thing with the Mickey Mouse platies. I think I was doing those in 10 packs. And I always round up to, 12, 13, 15, something like that. And then those are all juveniles and down. The smaller fry, I won't ship those, but the juveniles, they're probably pushing an inch, maybe down as small as half an inch to, like 5/8 of an inch. And then also the swordtails are coming along, but I want to wait on the swordtails, figure out what I've got. But the Mickey Mouse platies, I'm going to put those back on eBay. And the guppies, I'm going to put those back up on eBay. And then I'll ship.
The mollies, you have males and females. They'll be adults. They'll be like juveniles. They'll be not really.
Right.
The smallest one that I send is probably almost an inch long.
Yeah.
That's the smallest one I'll send.
Yeah. And I think I'm going to put the crebensis back up too. You're in New Jersey, okay, or New York. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, Jose. Yeah, and I know they've got some pretty strict, driving while texting or whatever laws, being on your phone. So does California.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they don't care if you shoplift, but don't be on your phone while you're driving.
One thing I found fascinating when we were there visiting Kathy's brother in Long Beach, they actually have a lane that you can't drive in unless you have a passenger with you.
Oh, on the freeways, yeah. They call them HOV, high occupancy vehicle, or carpool lanes.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, there's just so much. It makes more sense. There's a freeway not too far from here that we get on that has one of those carpool lanes.
Wow.
And it's only carpool, though, from like 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. and then 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. The rest of the time, and that's Monday through Friday. The rest of the time, it's wide open. Anybody can use it.
He said that some people actually put a mannequin in the passenger seat.
People have been caught with that. It's a big fat fine. Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's a $400 or $500 fine for being in the carpool lane. And I've seen that. There's people that they're running a whole business on their front seat. They got their laptop, the fax going, all that other shit. They don't care. It's a $500 fine. Just write that off. So they don't care. So, and then other people use it to pass. You're not supposed to go in it, period. So, it is what it is. And California has had those HOV or carpool lanes for years now. So,
yeah.
And some of them.
Really interesting. We don't have that here in Michigan. I mean, it's interesting.
Well, there's probably no need. I mean, the density is so much greater here. population.
Yeah.
So and it is timed on a couple of them. Most of them, it's just 24/7, 7 days a week. Well, that would be 24/7, wouldn't it? You cannot be in it unless you have at least 2 people. Yeah.
We were on that. It was like a parking lot. It was just.
Yeah, and even that's backed up, so it really doesn't matter. Yeah. And then we've got these, they're called fast tracks. And that's a toll lanes next to the freeway lanes, the regular freeway lanes.
I seen that. He actually was on his phone, had some kind of app or something where he had to pay for it to go on it.
No, this you pay after. They scan your license plate, or you have an RFID sticker on the windshield, or I think it's the windshield, or on the headlight, the front headlight, or you also, there's these little white boxes that you stick on the dashboard. I went through it in because we've got it. Because we go back and forth to Orange County a lot, and so sitting in traffic, it just it's an hour and a half. Well, it's about a 2-hour drive, or it's over 3 without it. So it's worth paying for it because time's money. It just is.
Hello, Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl. And so I when we were moving out here, I had a U-Haul truck, and I would get in it with the U-Haul truck and then find the license plate that comes up on the Fast Track website and just pay for it there. Prodigal, you too. I know it's getting late your time.
Thanks for being here, Prodigal.
Yeah.
Take care, mate.
Excuse me. So yeah, it's but if you don't, they'll send you a nastygram with a ticket. So
that have you ever gotten a bogus ticket from the automatic?
No.
That would
no.
I could see that they could find some ways to.
Yeah.
I mean, they can give bogus tickets to people.
It's a business. They're making money hand over fist without cheating. So
what's that?
I said it's a business. They're making money hand over fist without cheating, and the rates fluctuate depending on the time of day of the week.
Wow.
And there's times between here in Orange County, that fast track, there's 2 sections of it. There's one in Riverside County, and then when you hit the county line to Orange County, there's another one. So you can get off there and other people can get on if they need to, or you can just keep going straight through.
That's
and half of it could be, the whole thing can be $10-12 to get from end to end. So
that's something
or more, sometimes even more. So
they were talking about putting those, when you're driving, they have the automatic where it shows your speed that you're driving.
Yeah.
And they're talking about putting the cameras on the back of them for people that are speeding, go by it, and then putting them that way. But they haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
But when I see those, I slow down. Once you're past them.
Sure. Well, they got, they've got red light cameras in a lot of areas here. And that's really a bad thing around, particularly here in the desert.
Did they get tickets for that too? Or did they get a ticket for running a red light?
Oh yeah. I mean, where they got red light cameras, they do.
So if you're sort of turning amber and you want to beat the light and all of a sudden it turns red as you're turning.
No, if you're over the limit line before it turns red. But there are just around here, and there's no red light cameras around here in the desert. They're in Orange County, they're in LA County, Okay. But they're people just, the light's green and they're still just blowing through.
That's what we need those here because we have people that do that.
And people are going to do it anyway because I don't know, they're just freaking idiots. But I am never the first one through the intersection. I refuse. I'll just wait for it to turn green, and I will look, and people honk at me, and then I'll go. I'm going to make sure because people just. Oh wait, what's this?
They do that here too. The light turned green. I started to take off in a car, zoom, and all of a sudden another one. Who else is going to run the red light? Come on! And the police, and this is where the township hall is. Yeah, it's the big the 4-way just down the road here, and the police station's right there.
Yeah.
No cameras, no nothing, and like, wow.
Well, you got to get caught or kill somebody.
Yeah, those are the ones that don't get caught. That's what the problem is.
Yeah. So So Jose, look at this. So these are the credences I sent to him from. Is it the second auction, the first or second auction, Jeff? Jose bought my credences.
I think you bought them on the first.
Okay. Yeah. So it's been a while. So they were pretty good size already, if I remember correctly. He got the species, not the albinos.
Right.
Yeah.
Didn't he get both? I thought he got both.
No, just the species.
Oh,
I'm glad to hear they're spawning for you. I've got that 29 gallon, and there's still about 20 or more in that tank of the species, and I've got to separate out a pair, or maybe a couple pairs, trio. I don't know. And then maybe just get some of those to spawn. But again, what am I going to do with them?
It's been a good year.
I got to be able to sell them first, or I'm going to have to, and I haven't been to my local fish shop in months, so I need to go in there and see if he wants any of this stuff, and I could always just give it to him and trade for something else. But all those those mixed, what do they call them? Mutt guppies, the fancy guppies, they're just taking up a lot of space. That's a tank. I could get rid of those and have something way more interesting. They're in a 29. And I've got them spread out in other tanks. I've got tuxedo guppies in one tank, these yellow or golden, whatever guppies in another tank.
We have Alex here. I'm not sure. I've never seen this particular.
Hey, Alex, welcome aboard.
Yeah, but it's been good and bad for me, because that's when I lost all my cats. 21 years. It's been it put kind of a bad spin on it, but other than that, it's been a good year. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that kind of stuff does happen, and it's tough, and that's one of the things, being a pet owner.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the hard parts about being a pet owner.
We're basically our kids. We don't have children, so they're basically our kid.
Yeah.
It's a different world without them. I tell you what.
Right. Yeah.
But
every time we go to PetSmart, Kathy goes right over to the kittens and the cats, and so.
And I do too. And I'm like, one of these days, I'm going to come home and surprise Kathy with a new one.
Yeah. I'm thinking if we got another cat, a younger one, our cat would train the new cat with all her bad habits, like begging for food in the kitchen and just
I love that
for no reason.
Oh, they go out and they meow and beg for food. Oh
yeah.
Of course, I spoiled my cat so badly.
Yeah. Kathy spoiled this one. Jingle bells.
And I'm glad I did. I did.
and then just out of nowhere, just boom, jaws and claws, and I'm bleeding everywhere then.
Oh wow.
So I have not interacted with this cat other than get out of the kitchen.
Oh wow.
In the last, 6 weeks now, I'm just done with this. I hate getting attacked by this thing.
My cats were sweet. They just want to love on everybody who came to the house.
Yeah, likewise. Jingles likewise. And then all of a sudden, her eyes just glaze over, her ears go back, and she is just boom on my arm and like buried, jaws and claws. Just a little switch just flips.
Yeah, that's something else. Wow.
She's a little psychotic. So
my guys never did that. They were.
Yeah.
I think. Well, I've been told the males are generally more even-tempered than the female cats.
Right.
They're a little more friendly from what but I've had female cats. I've had no problem with them.
Yeah.
A mixed 2024 for me. It's been largely very positive, but the loss of Myrtle will stay. Yes, absolutely right. Absolutely right. That's another.
Because I don't know.
Yeah, Myrtle. I didn't know him real well. I knew him. You know what? This is what sticks with me. He subbed my channel 3 days before he died.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that.
And yeah.
Was he a fellow fish keeper?
Yes, he's a fish keeper. He was a musician. He was.
Oh, wow.
A lot.
Okay, that goes back before no, sorry to hear that.
He subbed my channel, and 3 days later he was gone. And I was like, what is going on here? It was. So that's going to stick with me too, Stephen. I tell you what, after that happened, and that, that's not good.
Yeah.
Like I said, it'd be nice to turn back the hands of time and change things, but we can't do it.
I'm going to edit what you're saying here, Jose, and get rid of that word only. So you've got the species, not only the species.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get real pedantic. I used to do that with my students about, be really careful about the words you select. And very often the word only and just are really minimizing. So you don't want to minimize those species. They are wonderful fish.
They are.
Yeah. Don't mind me. I get on rants. You know that by now. Y'all do.
They sell pretty good here in Michigan, the Krebs, the Crebensis. That's why I'm looking forward to getting my I need to get a new 20-gallon. I want to get a 20-gallon for the albinos to set out a pair. I got the other ones are in a 20. They're getting along great. They don't fight. They're all males. They don't fight.
Well, if you want some of the species crebensis too, Jeff,
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. So
it's hard to say no to something like that. I mean,
yeah. I love watching Adrian's fish room. He's one of my favorite channels for just fish room stuff, fish room tours. And I noticed, he's got, I don't know, well over 100 tanks and in tubs, and they're mostly all species only. And I really like the idea of that. But they're not all species only. And that's 75 right now. I've got Corys in there. I've got black skirt tetras, and I have my 2 angelfish, Joe and Charlie.
That's so young. Oh yeah, I love those angelfish you got. He was only 21 years old. He was in the fish van before Stephen P. arrived. Very good friend, smartest guy I knew.
Yeah, cool. Well, those are good memories.
Yep.
Yeah, carry those.
You got to hold on to the good memories and just remember that. And the thing of it is you got to realize also, Stephen, that you know how you're feeling so bad right now. He knows how much you cared about him when he was alive.
Yeah.
That's what you got to take comfort in that too, knowing that you had those strong friendship with him. And you're missing him. That's a tribute to him.
Yeah. Yeah, Kathy lost her sister a year ago, October. And it was not nice.
No, it's not.
And she still struggles with it off and on, and so, but I can't help but think her, and I don't want to sound like I'm minimizing it, but I don't think her sister would want her to, carry that kind of grief on a regular basis because, I don't know, that's just my 2 cents, but, so anyway, yeah. But enough of that. Wow. Yeah.
Not on the highway now. Traffic lights. Well, that's good.
Not great. Yeah.
As long as you're being safe, Jose, that's what matters. Got to stay safe on the roads.
I'm guessing traffic's pretty light out there right now, but maybe not. I don't know. Around here, it's been really light the last few days because of the holidays. But we talk about fall color coming out about September, October around here, and fall color being all the different colored license plates that start showing up, because we are in a community of snowbirds this time of year. So it's mostly people from all other states, and a lot of Canadians come down here too into the Coachella Valley, Palm Springs, Palm Desert, Rancho Mirage, this whole area. So
how far away is it?
Leave in May
Yucca Valley?
Yucca Valley is over the hills near 29 Palms and Joshua Tree.
That's where Kathy's brother's his cottage is. He has a second home there.
Yeah. Nice.
And that's where we went, was to Joshua Tree. We went to see the forest and the park there. But I got to tell you this one time, we were in a place called the Coffee Pot. It's a place to have breakfast at. It's right there in the Yucca Valley. We're sitting there eating. It was just like a little, it wasn't a real fancy, it wasn't a fancy place.
A hole in the wall, mom and pop place.
The mom and pop place. We're in there. The breakfasts were fantastic.
Yeah, I love it.
In walks Jason Momoa, goes and sits down.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, Jason Momoa just coming here for breakfast.
Yeah. Hey, come on, sit down with us.
I said that. Come on over and join us. But I didn't want to. Everybody left him alone. They weren't like mobbing or nothing. But I was like, wow. It's so interesting to see.
He's probably a regular there.
Probably.
Yeah. Probably got property up there. I know Yule Hauser used to have property up that way, and he was a regular in that part of the world too before he passed. So I'm looking at Stephen's comment here.
Oh yeah.
And I also watch a lot of Keeping Fish Simple, and he's done videos on, multiple uses for a tank, like keeping shrimp, keeping some sort of catfish, and keeping some sort of midwater fish.
Yep.
And then plants too. So, man, I try to do that a little bit. I've got plants in just about all the tanks. And in the tank I have with the Mickey Mouse Platies, it's, I just learned something new. You hit the space bar, it goes away. I accidentally hit the space bar, so it makes the chat go away. Yeah. Or come back.
I never tried that.
Yeah. I just accidentally hit it. And I've got, the Mickey Mouse Platies, Cories, and guppy grass. And I sell the guppy grass. And the Cories, it is so hard for me to get Cories to spawn because, I was watching, what's it? I saw the name the other day for the first time. And he had, 10% discounts at Dan's or somebody.
Steampot.
Steampot, yeah. Yeah, Steampot. Okay. I was watching a video of his earlier today. And where was I going with that?
I talk about species only tanks and having like the Cories and the.
Yeah, not a clue. Oh, he was picking Cory eggs, like slews of them off the side of his tank with this new little 3D printed contraption that he got from somebody in the aquarium co-op community. And
was it like a. What kind of contraption was it? I mean,
well, it's about this. I don't know, maybe 4 inches long, 3/4 a half inch wide, and it's a little cup shaped thing about like that, right?
Okay.
And so you slide up, and it's got the sides, right? And you slide it up under the eggs. The eggs bunch up and fall into the trap.
Ah, nice. I've seen some of that for snails. They had one for snails. It was like a little scoop like that would do the same thing.
Yeah. And then there's little perforations along the bottom so it drains, I guess. And then you put it, he put them into, he's got a fry tray. It's one of those Lowell's Fish Lab fry trays that they dumped them all off in, So, but it was kind of cool. So anyway, but my Cories don't spawn because we don't get storms. So, last spring was the last time I guess last spring. No, maybe it was a little later than that. I had a big
cold water change to when it's cooler in your area. You can do a big cool water change, and that'll give them the same inspiration to breed.
Yeah,
to spawn.
And it has to be in the cool season because doing a water change in the summertime, the water coming out of the tap is warmer than the water in the tanks.
Wow.
So that doesn't work. Yeah. Aqua Escapes. I have no idea who that person is, but my condolences. Oh yeah. Yeah, likewise, yeah. And thanks for being here, Aqua Escapes.
Where's that at?
Aqua Escapes. Let me highlight
Aqua Escapes. Yeah, I've seen that name before.
Okay,
Yes.
That's not a name I'm familiar with, but welcome.
Yes. And Cheryl says, Stephen, I'm going to be using my species only Cory tanks to grow out from the other breeding projects. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's so exciting. I just need to, I'm this close to having some really interesting projects going on here. I just need to organize it better. I just need to get those gone, the African cichlids gone, and recompartmentalize all these fish and keep them, just.
Right.
It's hard to say what I'm trying to say, but I'm getting close.
Yeah, likewise, yeah. And if you don't know, Jeff's got some African cichlids he's looking for homes for.
Yes.
So he will ship. You'll have to pay shipping. That's all, but free fish essentially. So
beautiful dragon blood peacocks, and
there you go.
Yeah, they're really nice fish. I mean, they're gorgeous. Don't get me wrong, but they breed like crazy. And I mean, you can control the. It was my problem because I kept saving the baby, fry, thinking I was going to make money with them and do something for my business, and all of a sudden you find out that they're not popular here anymore.
Yeah.
It's like the fire went out on that one.
Right.
If they were popular, I tell you, I'd go whole hog on these right now.
Yeah.
If they started to come back up and they're like, oh, they're popular again.
Sure.
I'd fill this basement up full of them.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I guess snails count as another species. So, and that kind of goes what I was talking about having, maybe 3 or 4 species. If you're selling stuff, then you've got shrimp because they breed like cockroaches, so you can be picking off those and selling them. If you got plecos or cories that are spawning for you, whatever in those tanks, more, and then a midwater fish, maybe as a grow out, or I don't know, and then some plants that you can pick from. Snails. Yeah, I can actually say I am bladder snail free now in my tanks.
I see Malaysian trumpet snails on eBay, and the guy had sold like 10 of them for like $6 or whatever. Yeah. He sold over 1,000 of them.
Yeah.
1,000 groups of,
Yeah.
I mean, that's like evergreen money right there, because you're always going to have Malaysian.
Yeah. Well, with the guppy grass. That's why when I run out, I have to wait for it to repopulate. But yeah, the egg scraper thingy, exactly. And I think it was green. Green.
That's
Star Trek.
I'm gonna have to do that. Put some my Malaysian trumpet snails up.
Cheryl, you're not going to find it unless you search for egg scraper thingy. That's right there. That's what egg scraper thingy. Okay.
Jose's got a joke for you here. It's a cat joke.
I saw it. Got to be bilingual to eat in New York. So
I missed that. Piece of steak. You know how cat looks?
Yeah.
Are not bilinguals. You don't eat. Okay. All right. Missed that. Okay.
No, I know you did, Jose. I'm just yanking your chain. Don't mind me. Yeah. Likewise, coming out of the tap about 85, and in the kitchen where my albino cories, I'm trying to do water changes there, and it's in the kitchen. We got the air conditioner running because it's 120 degrees outside, so it's about 74 in the kitchen, and the ambient temperature, so the water's about 74, and when I do a water change, I'm raising the temperature 10 degrees. So that's not working. So that doesn't work very well.
Yeah, but this winter, when you can get the cool water in there, you can just give them a nice, like a 50% water change or whatever. And
right. So I was saving water jugs and putting those in the fridge.
Oh, that'll work too.
Yeah.
I never thought about doing something like that. So pretty much you have to do that during the summertime, right?
Yeah, but now it's coming out colder.
Oh, okay.
The tap's coming out, at a reasonably, when you open cold water, you're getting cold water. So, But so Gabriel looking for Dragon Bloods. Is Gabriel here? Wasn't Gabriel here earlier? I saw his name go by. He got gifted a membership.
Yeah, Gabriel. GNC. It's GNC. Gabriel. There was another Gabriel, but he's not.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Aqua Escapes. Go to channel. All right. Copy. All right. We're going to see what we can do about this. 99 subscribers. Let's put that in the chat.
Oh, wow. Yeah. One.
This is the link to Aqua Escapes. So take a minute, go to his channel, hers. You got a first name there, Aqua Escapes? That would be great.
Yeah, what's your first name?
Hello, y'all.
Bam, there we go. I'm number 100. I thought I was already subbed you.
So what I usually do when something like this is happening, I'll go open their shorts, not the ones they're wearing, hopefully, and click on one of the shorts and click the like button and make a comment. And I'm looking at his Cooley Loach short right now with it looks like a bladder snail cruising across the bottom.
The one I'm looking at is race fish.
Okay, cool. I missed that one. And then make a cool comment.
That's cool.
And say something. So that way YouTube algorithm doesn't just throw the sub out. And then don't forget to hit you subscribed.
Yeah, I hit the like button. The like button right there is blue. Hit it. And then leave a comment. And I did that right there. I said beautiful fish. That way YouTube they won't take it away because it's not a
there you go. So now the Aqua Escapes. You are over 100 anyway.
Oh, now here's David.
Yeah.
The food.
There
David
we go.
Sent this.
Say it again.
David just sent the spread of food he's enjoying right now.
Oh, David.
I tell you what, he's a meanie.
Yeah. So, and Jose's already subbed there. And Sarah, you're still here. I thought you were taking off to go eat brie.
Oh, that's fondue they're having.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Good fondue spread.
All right. So, yeah, I'm glad you're here, and hopefully we'll get you a few more subs before this is all over. A woman. Cece. Pleasure, Cece. I'm Ron. That's Jeff.
Oh, hi, Cece. There's June. June's here now.
Really?
Yeah, June's here. Night Owl Aquatics. Hello, Night Owl. Wow, I'm so far behind here. It's not even funny. And it's not even my stream. It's your stream. I'm behind on every chat I'm in. It doesn't matter where. It doesn't matter who. I always fall behind. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Keep me up. Who's Night Owl?
Night Owl Aquatics. I think his name is Rich, isn't it? Is it Rich?
Yeah. Well, anyway, welcome. And June, hi, lurker.
Oh, she was lurking.
That's what she says. So, yay.
Were you working while you were lurking?
A working lurker?
Working lurker. I see that a lot. I'm working.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. That's what we're here for, I
was number 100. Happy New Year.
I'm 101, so whatever. Okay. Yeah, Sarah's back. That's good. I love brie. I thought, ooh, runny cheese. And then I had this girlfriend that made some and said, here. And I said, okay.
Look how mean.
I fell in love. Yeah. With the brie. She was a sweetheart, but the brie was good.
Sarah's being mean to us. Now she's talking about puff pastry stuffed with brie, baked and topped with raspberry apricot jam.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. You're as mean as David is. She's as mean as David is now when it comes to the food. He knows that when I'm starving, he just sends all these pictures. Look at this. He got another one here.
Yeah, can you throw some of that in the priority box? And nice.
What is that?
And don't worry about the heat pack. We'll reheat it when it gets here. That sounds really good.
Oh, what the stuff we're having.
I keep checking my phone on the messenger because I've got a 6-foot fiberglass brand spanking new ladder that I've had on Messenger or on Facebook Marketplace, and I've got it on Craigslist, and I've got it on Facebook. I'm trying to sell this damn thing, and I've got it up for $110 because I want 100. It's a $140 ladder, and I keep getting, will you take 60? It's like, no. So this guy said he'd be here this afternoon to get it for 100. So I'm hoping. I don't hold my breath on Marketplace or Craigslist or OfferUp, but it's on OfferUp too, by the way. So
I got it coming from two. Now Mike's sending me pictures of the brisket that he's doing.
Oh,
These guys are trying to kill me. They're waiting for me to
Yeah, not fair, huh?
Yeah, that's not. If you're listening, Mike, you're mean too.
I'm going to write this down. So I've got my little list going.
Man, I was hungry, but now I'm literally.
Nice meeting you, Drew. And Cece. And that was. Give me a minute. I got to go back and get the name here. Aqua.
The Aqua Escapes.
The Aqua Escapes. Thank you, Jeff.
Yep. I'm starting a loaded baked potato. Oh, Cheryl.
I know a lot of people don't want to, give their name here, and I get that. And I know one. In fact, I was watching his live stream, and he was trying to make that clear to people. It's Mr. Myers. That's what I call him, Mr. Myers. He'd rather people didn't know his first name.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he wants his anonymity, and I respect that completely.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't want to put your name up here, that's okay too.
He's Mike from now on then. starting.
And you know, it's like I never really got into the slasher movies, so I just call him Mr. Myers.
Yeah.
M is Mr., right? M is Mike, but M is Mr. So yeah. So I always call him Mr. Myers.
I love loaded baked potato soup.
Oh. Jeff K's Discord. What you posted? Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Of the food? Oh,
I guess
good.
that's what I'm guessing. I don't spend any time on. Should I on Discord?
I don't on Discord. I don't.
Yeah. I've got an account.
I do too, but I've tried. It's kind of weird a little bit, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just not used to it. So
I like Instagram. I'm starting to get to know Instagram a little bit.
Yeah, I've got an Instagram account. It's same handle, Garage Aquatics 2023.
Okay.
But in the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, I really don't use it much anymore.
I just do mostly YouTube. That's all pretty much my social media.
Yeah, I was watching this woman on YouTube, and I cannot remember her name now, and I don't see her in my feed lately. And she was doing how to YouTube, you know, a lot of those kind of videos. And I watched a lot of that stuff to try and figure out some ins and outs, trying to make videos that don't suck as bad. And she was, potato leek soup. I love it. And she was talking about Instagram's kind of a waste of time. Her perspective that, you know, when you put it Instagram, you know, follow me on YouTube, people don't, you know, it's like there's not a lot of analytics out there that show that people actually came from. In fact, I guess there's no analytics that show that people actually came through Instagram to YouTube to get to your channel. So it's like, it's pointless as far as she was concerned. So yeah, I haven't had really good potato leek soup. Cheeseburger chowder. That sounds like fun.
Well, I am starving now. I am.
Bring your Lipitor.
I'm gonna be. I bet you my.
Yeah.
And now even Christine's getting hungry. Uh-oh.
Yeah, no kidding. Yes, leeks are delicious.
I didn't know that either. He never told me, so I'll just tell. I've known him for a while, and he never said that.
Yeah, no, I think that's what I picked up. I came in late on one of his streams, and I think that was the gist of it. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought I was being nice by calling him by his real name. But.
You know, Stephen, I may be wrong. You know, maybe in a private chat ask him that. So
I just ordered.
I said I thought I saw that on one of his live streams. It was only a couple weeks ago.
Oh, Stephen just ordered pork chops with red beans.
Oh yeah.
Pork chops. I love pork chops.
Wait, Stephen, are you in Louisiana? Is that right?
I love eggnog too, Jose.
And that would make sense, you know, red beans, rice, Louisiana. So.
Okay. And all this talk of food, I think I might have to. I might expire here if I don't get something to eat.
Yeah. Well, we've been at it a little over 2 hours, 2 hours, 18 minutes. Yeah, we can bet. Let's see. Here, let me go.
Your restaurant. Is that a restaurant? I bet.
Oh, yep, Baton Rouge,
Louisiana.
Right, I remember that now. I was talking. I think the last time that came up, I was saying one of our grandkids wants to go to LSU for I think football, maybe baseball. But
Kathy loves jambalaya. That's another Louisiana dish.
Yeah,
she loves jambalaya. I can't have it because of the seafood, but.
Oh, I love catfish. Oh my God, some of the best catfish, battered and fried catfish, was in Baton Rouge years ago. Truck stop.
Oh yeah, I think I might have to get a pizza tonight. That's what Aqua's keeps saying. My New Year's present to myself is not cooking tonight. I'm ordering in.
Yeah, and I totally respect this. And if if you don't want your first name out there, that's great. And if we ask, you could always say, I don't want to say my first name, and we respect that.
Problem with me, I got my first and last in my now. Used to be just Pelham's Aquatics,
right? I don't mind mine. I'm not, the anonymity thing's not a big deal. So
spaghetti is hard not to eat all the time. Oh, spaghetti, yeah, I love spaghetti.
Yeah.
I used to make beef jerky. I love beef jerky.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! I just polished off 2 small bags of jerky. Oh wow!
I like cashews. Not supposed to eat those. They do with cashews.
I love it all. Everything on that list right there. I
won't eat potato chips anymore unless somebody. I won't buy that.
I gotta run some treats for tonight.
I think Kathy had Ruffles, a bag of Ruffles and onion dip at Thanksgiving. So yeah, I'll eat that. But yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, now that I'm completely famished.
Yeah. I read a book. You see that guy, what's his name? Dr. somebody on Facebook all the time and YouTube too. The ads. Gundry, called The Plant Paradox. So I read his book and I'm trying, I got to lose some weight. So
I'm shrinking down. I'm so hungry. I'm shrinking.
No, yeah. And there's, and Kathy's going, earlier, I was going to stop at Lappert's, a little ice cream place around the corner, bring home hot fudge sundaes for later tonight. So the fudge wouldn't be hot, but who the hell cares? Because they taste really good.
I like almonds too. Yeah, I like pecans. Ooh, I love pecans.
Yeah, and these.
What are you having for supper tonight, Ron? Do you know?
I smell something going on out there, but I think she was going to make a turkey breast.
Ooh.
So maybe that's what's going on out there.
Yeah, jerky.
Yeah, beef jerky's good. Homemade beef jerky. I won't eat the stuff in the packages anymore. Most of it just has such a livery flavor and texture to it.
I get some from Kroger. The Kroger brand, it's really good. And it's nice and it's kind of like tender and it's delicious. Oh.
Yeah, if it's good, it's good, Cheryl. There's places, where when you're on the road somewhere, it's like fresh elk jerky or bison jerky, whatever. Yes. Yeah.
I'm already starting the fish food.
Yeah, I like all. They're either here, right? They're either almonds or almonds. You know why? The L is silent. You know why?
Oh, Coachella. For years, and always missed my fish room. I would go and get since 1896. Wow.
1896, huh?
That is something else. That's incredible. Wow.
So I guess Gil's not here to chime in on this one. With almonds, the L is silent.
What happened?
Well, with almonds, the L is silent, right? It's not almonds, it's almonds or almonds. Because you got to knock the L out of them to get them out of the tree.
That's good. The butcher shop, not jerky. Oh yeah, I didn't think it's going to be. It'll probably have an expiration date on it, I would imagine.
Chinese sounds good too.
Oh, we're going to bring home Chinese. Oh, that sounds good. I have fried chicken in the fridge.
Oh, sorry.
Trying to be strong. Oh, I'd polish off the fried chicken, then have Chinese when it came home too. That's how hungry I am right now. I'm going to get a 16-inch piece, and that's going to be gone in like 20 minutes. Oh.
There are 3 other than PetSmarts and Petco's. There's Coachella Valley Aquatics, and that's relatively new. I think it's only a couple years old. There's Lighthouse Aquatics, and I've only been there once. And then there's, I think it's called Zen Tropical Fish, and they are saltwater and koi. That's all they do. So there's not a lot going on. So I'm guessing, Drew, you just came out here for Coachella. Was that to work Coachella? You worked Coachella. I see that. Okay. So that's the concerts, right?
Yeah, Vivek. June says they shake the almonds trees to get the nuts.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You got to knock the L out of them to get them out of the tree. So that's why the L's silent.
Vivek came to town, spoke.
Really?
Who's Vivek?
Ramaswamy. He was on one of the early presidential candidates.
Ah.
And now he will be working with Elon Musk on that Doge thing.
Okay.
Yep, they shake the hell out of the trees to get the nuts down. So years ago, I lived in where'd it go? Yep. I lived in Lake Tahoe, up Eastern California in the Sierra Nevada mountains. And I had a buddy that lived in Chico, California, north of Sacramento. It was college town. And he was going to school there. And there are a lot of almond growers in that area. Well, they're almond trees, but that's where it was a local joke for you got to knock the hell out of them to get them out of the tree. So that's
why. Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yep, concerts. Yeah, Palm Springs. Yeah.
Springs.
I like it here. It's better than it was in Orange County. I grew up in Orange County, and it just where we lived in Orange County, it was just getting dirty and so many homeless. And
were you born in California?
Yeah, I was born in Los Angeles, LA County, County General.
Oh.
Yeah, you remember that old song? Huh?
I was born in a hospital called Lansing General.
All right. Remember that old song, "Born in East LA"?
Yeah.
Who did that? Was that? I forget who did that.
Is that Bruce Springsteen?
Huh?
No? Bruce Springsteen?
No, I think it was Cheech and Chong, but I don't. I honestly don't remember. It might have been. No, it wasn't Randy Newman, was it? Anyway.
Ron, do you know where Riverside, California is?
Oh yeah, it's right down the street from here. In fact, we had dinner there last night in Riverside at the Mission Inn.
They have a NASCAR track. That's where my hubby is from.
From Riverside. Now that I did not know. I know Riverside. Well, now Riverside County. That's right. They had it. It wasn't in Riverside proper. God, what was it? Fontana. I think that's Riverside County. Fontana Speedway or whatever. Was it Cheech and Chong, Ben? Yeah. Well, that's where I was born, in East LA. So I could really relate to that.
Oh, and Oscar, June's husband was born in Riverside. Jordan's husband was born there in Riverside.
Wait, Christine said that's where her hubby's from.
Yep, and so is June's.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, cool.
Something else in common. You both keep fish, and both your husbands came from the same town. Yeah. Yeah.
No. Yep. Kathy's barbecuing or grilling that turkey breast, I think.
Oh.
She's out on the patio right now. Yeah. I smoke stuff a lot on my Weber kettle. Like chicken breasts and pork tenderloins. A buddy of mine last night at dinner was telling me he did what was it, a turkey breast? And then it was a beef tenderloin. They got this was like 2 feet long. And they are from Costco, big beef tenderloin.
This is Jeff suffering.
Chopped it in half and smoked half of it. Smoked it for about an hour.
Oh, I could eat a cigarette right now, and I don't even smoke.
Yeah.
So hungry.
Oh, I gave that up years ago.
Oh, I did too. 05. I quit.
80, 87, 89.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, man.
Wow. Yeah.
That pizza's going to be good when I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. I would still like to go out and get a hot fudge sundae after dinner. Maybe I can talk to my wife. I need that right here. I'm talking about needing to lose some weight.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
All right.
Well, kids, you want to call it a wrap? It's been 2.5 hours. And
as much as I love everybody here, I'm so hungry that I have to. I am just about ready to pass out here. I'm starving. I didn't
what? Almost 7 o'clock your time?
Yeah. I haven't even had breakfast yet.
Yeah. So all of you on the East Coast, and then try smoking 45 turkeys, 80. Oh my God, Mike, really? Okay, no. I'll let somebody else do it, and I'll go there and eat.
We've got chips and all kinds of things, and she's trying to be strong with it. Pizza time. Pizza time.
Yeah, we don't bring a lot of this stuff in the house anymore. We just don't.
Right. Let's eat. Yeah, I'm gonna be.
I'm trying to work on that 50-year plan. So
you guys look over toward Michigan. If you see sparks flying, that's me.
Now Jeff Kane shows up. Hey, Jeff.
Yeah, there he is. He's getting some pizza.
I'm hoping you've been lurking the whole time. I'm glad you're here.
M&C, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Definitely,
Wow.
definitely was.
Well, cool. Yeah.
Well,
So anywho,
Happy New Year, everybody.
yeah.
I'll be. You'll see me in the chats. I won't be doing any streaming from this point on until Kathy gets her patch off her eye, because she'll be totally blind, and I got to be with her continuously. So
Yeah.
but I can lay in bed and I can chat.
Right. So I want that to go well. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. What was I going to say? Not a clue. The guy about the ladder just pinged me.
Oh.
I'll catch him afterwards. I think he's asking if he can come out tomorrow. He goes,
Is he going to buy it?
Looks like it. So he came in with 80, and I said, it's worth 140 in the stores, new 140. So, and I've got it listed at 110. So I go, I'll take 100. So, and that's really where I wanted to be, was 100. So, Christine, thanks. Happy New Year. Thanks so much.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Mike, also, see ya. And yeah, all of you, thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And the super chat and the new members and the gifting and all. That's just so kind. So
it was fantastic.
So Happy New Year. How's that go? Eat lots, drink little, right? Stay safe, stay warm,
and have fun.
And stay healthy. We'll see y'all next year. I finally get to say that to somebody.
Yeah,
see you next year. Yep.
See you next year.
All right, y'all. Cheers.
Bye-bye. Love you guys.
Love you. Yep.